All right. I'm still working out a few bugs from Microsoft's hideous update. So, what I'm doing right now is just kind of getting my sounds back, getting shit in order. Thanks, Microsoft, for doing that for me, or forcing me to do that. But give me 10 minutes and we'll get this figured out. We'll get it worked out eventually. Let's see what this sound does. Let's see what this sound does. All right, guys. All right, guys. Welcome in. I got a new soundboard, so I need your honest opinion. Um, how's it sound? Is there echoes? Is there something that's a little bit too loud? Something that can be a little bit more brighter? That's why I came up here about 10 minutes earlier. So I need to know, how does it sound? How does the music sound in the background? I can always turn that down when we are talking, but I just want to know what it's sounding like. I'm kind of like I feel like a kid right now because all this shit just like showed up on the doorstep, so I had to figure it out. But I'm trying to do the best I can, and I think I got it. I actually think I got it. And in a little bit, in about 5, 10 minutes, I'm gonna start the show. You're the topic, but give me a little bit of time. Give me a little bit of time, and we'll get at it. I promise. I'm just kind of like tweaking a few things. I want it to be an enjoyable night, and we'll start right off at 5 o'clock. But enjoy the music in the background while I'm kind of scratching my head trying to figure this out. But we'll get it. We'll get it sounding good for you guys. We'll get you guys up here. No problem. So while you're here, tap the screen, share it live, get some people in here. That's how it works. You're the topic. And the more people we get in here, the more topics we have to talk about. So how cool is that? So get on in here and give me about 10 minutes. I promise we'll be up and running. All right, guys, I'm here. Are you ready for another 2.5, 3 hours of just having a conversation? Let me open the panel. You guys drive the topic. You guys are the reason I'm here, actually. So, without further ado, let's get some people up here. Let's get a conversation going and see what comes of it today. All right, panel's open. You guys got something to say? Got something to talk about? Get on up here. It doesn't matter. Your good day, bad day, whatever concern you got, something that's weighing on your mind. Come on up here. That's why I made this live. Just for people to actually start getting back to that human connection over technology. We're not going to debate. We're not going to argue. Nobody's judging. This simple conversation. I'm sure there's a lot of things. We had a lot of good conversations in the last month. We've been live for 4 weeks now. We've been broadcasting to YouTube until today, and broadcasting to Twitch until today. And we decided that we're not going to do live broadcasts to those social media networks anymore. Just for the simple fact that it costs a lot of money to do that, and it's so much easier, simpler, and free to just upload the previous day's conversation. So that's what we're going to start doing from now on. So you have my undivided attention. I don't have monitors in front of me that I gotta look at who's ever looking on different social networks more. You have my complete attention. So without further ado, I'm going to bring up my first guest. Give me a second here. Nora, I'll bring you up in a second. Let me turn the music down so I can hear you properly. And then tell me what's on your mind. I'm going to bring this down just a little bit. And since all of this stuff is new right now, like as far as the soundboard, it came today. So I've been fighting with that, trying to figure it out, trying to get it hooked up correctly. So if the sound sounds a little bit off, be sure to tell me. If you come up on a panel, tell me. If you're down in the chat, be sure to tell me. I occasionally look down in the chat, and I can change a few things, but I can only hear what I can hear through the headphones here. I don't hear what you're hearing. So anybody who wants to come up, invite yourself up. Nora, you were here and then you left, but invite yourself back up. We can have that conversation. This live is for you guys, actually. If you've been on TikTok recently and you're just plagued by debates, everybody wants to debate, everybody wants to argue. It's always political. That's probably about 97% of TikTok is political debates. Then you're going to go to probably it's a toss up between, it's weird to say it together, would be abortion and veganism at the same time, and then you're going to have reparations and all that other bullshit. So this is the place just to get away from all that and just say what you got to say. So Nora, how's your day going?
Hey Jay,
I'm
pretty
too.
good. Were you getting feedback from the other platforms?
No, I wasn't getting feedback, but the prices went up, and because I use Restream, and I'm not sure if you know what that means. This live will go to another website, and it will broadcast it to different social media, but it still costs me money, and they just kind of raised their price. And I was looking into it, and a lot of people gave me feedback that said that it would be nice if you would just post previous days conversations. It would be so much easier, so they're not having to sit there and wait for me to come up. They can actually enjoy the entire conversation that we had. So I
Oh, okay,
decided
I get
today
you.
that's what I was going to do, and we did a lot of different things. We have a new board. I can't show it to you. It's sitting down here, and the cords aren't long enough, of course. But
Well, cool.
I've been dealing with that. But so what's on your mind?
Nothing. We're going to Coachella this weekend, so we just went to Dick's Sporting Goods and got like all the stuff we're gonna need to camp out for the weekend.
All right. All right. So you're going to Coachella.
Yeah, so excited about that.
All right. So what did you went to Dick's Sporting Goods? So what did you purchase for this? Because I never been there.
So we had to get a portable toilet and we got some rugs, stuff. So we're making like a little because we can camp. We bought like a lot, so we're gonna set up like one of those tents, but like one of those big tents. So we got like rugs and stuff to put down,
All right, cool.
a new cooler
I
and
never
stuff.
been to Coachella, so tell me about it. What what is it? Is it like a big DJ thing? I see videos
No,
once in a while.
it's a huge music festival, and they have like four or five stages playing at the same time. They have a bunch of food. I mean, people come from all over the world. Artists come from all over the world.
So it's a lot of
It's really
live
fun.
music as well, right?
It's all live music, yeah.
Well, I mean,
Well, except the DJ sets,
all
yeah.
right, okay. So what kind of bands are playing this year? I guess that interests you.
Hold on, let me grab my ticket real quick. I can tell you everybody who's playing. I know Justin Bieber, Sabrina Carpenter, and Carol G are headlining. Um,
Justin Bieber, he's still doing that.
yeah,
I haven't heard anything from Justin Bieber.
he did last weekend too. It was last we went last weekend too, so it was last weekend and this weekend.
All right. Is it expensive? Like super expensive?
I
Like I said,
put
I've never been
about
there.
for both weekends for me it was about 5 grand.
Both weekends. So this is like a dual
Yeah.
weekend thing, or how long does it go on?
Just last weekend and this weekend.
All right. And it was 5 grand.
Yeah, for both weekends. Well, for me, but we were camping out and for food and everything like that. And we got the VIP tickets, so.
All right. So like the like for anybody who just wanted to go and you know just for the tickets, what would you expect to be paying
About maybe like 600 to 800 depending on what kind of ticket you wanted.
for like your tickets, the VIP tickets?
Ours were I think 1300 a piece.
Wow. Wow. It better
Yeah.
not disappoint then. I'll
Oh, it's so much fun.
the last music festival I went to, Rockfest, and that was when God, Rob Zombie came and he sang 2 songs and said his throat hurt and went home. That was probably the last time I ever went to a music festival. From then on, I was just utterly disappointed in all that. I didn't get reimbursed or anything like that. I'm gonna bring up Rudy Baker and see what they got to say and what's on their mind. Rudy, how you doing? You gotta unmute yourself, man. How you doing, Rudy? What's up?
But I have something important I want to talk about.
Okay, what do you want to talk about?
In the last 2 weeks, I tried to unalive myself.
Why?
My wife left me after 27 years. She just bounced. She just packed the stuff and left.
Okay, but
And
that's not really a reason.
that it was no reason. That's the whole point.
Okay. I'm sorry
But
to hear that you got in that down in that kind of a situation that you felt that was the turning point for you.
yeah, because my whole entire life was being a husband, a father, a grandfather. And she took all that in one fell swoop.
All right. Yeah,
But
I understand, but again, I don't understand. So help me through it. What was the thought behind it, I guess?
I felt I had nothing else to give to the world when she took that from me.
Well,
And it wasn't her fault.
you're still valid for the world. I mean, even though that she left, a long marriage, apparently, but you're still relevant in the world. You still have much to give. Did you have children?
Well, we had adopted her kids because I couldn't have children. I can't have children.
Okay, so you adopted kids, so you had children, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure those children, look up to their father, because I'm going to call you a father because you adopted those kids and you obviously had taken care of them, correct?
Yes, I did.
All right. So there's one more thing that to stay here for, right?
Yeah, but see, I went and got some help.
Oh,
I spent
good,
two
good for
weeks in
you,
the
good for you.
hospital and I talked to some people and I realized that it's hard to be a man, but to be a man means mind, the ability to think. And I quit thinking. I was just working on reaction and I wasn't I wasn't looking at the big picture.
Absolutely.
And
So how do you? Yep, I'm sure that you're probably glad that you didn't decide to do that.
well, glad is not the adjective I would use. I'm coping right now.
You're what?
Okay. I'm coping right now.
Okay,
And I'm moving forward best I can.
that's what you got
I'm
to do.
still
Keep moving
sad.
forward.
I'm still sad. And I'm still hurt. And it's not her fault. She's a great woman. I don't want nobody to villainize her and none of that. She is not her. It was me. I had got to the point where I was drinking every night, not paying her any attention. I was just paying bills and thinking that was enough. And it wasn't.
And now, since that, where you said that you were thinking about unaliving yourself, um, at that point, uh, did you get to that point? Did you get to that other point where it was
I
like,
tried twice.
you
I
tried it,
tried twice.
you tried it twice? What stopped you?
I have no idea. I took a handful of rat poison twice, and it didn't do anything to make me sick.
Okay, but I mean, what? And you said you did it twice. What was this? The second time? What did you try?
The second time, the second time is because I went to I went to a mental place, and I thought I was in a good place until I got home, and then I saw all my stuff was packed up. She had left, and I got in this dark place. Like, what am I do next? What am I going to do next? I had gave up my company, so I was unemployed. I called myself retiring, and at that point I realized I have something else to do. I don't know what it is yet, but I have something else to do.
Well, you're on the first step right there. You're realizing that you're more important here than not being here, right?
Yes, it is hard to say, yeah, I'm important. Is can you say that, stand up in the mirror and say, yes, I'm important?
And how do you feel today versus those pretty dark days? How do you feel today? How do are you standing on your feet? You doing good?
I'm wrestling with it. I'm wrestling with it. I got a new job, a new career. Uh, I got a place, and I'm working through it. But I just want people to know. Anybody that's listening to this live, I just want you to know it gets hard, really hard sometimes. But sandpaper has a smooth side too. Turn the sandpaper over, and you'll be okay.
There you go. But
That's a good analogy.
that's a great way to look at it. And I'm glad that you're doing well. You know, every day is going to be a little bit of a struggle, right? But
It's a
you're
whole lot
bettering
of struggle.
yourself.
I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best, and I know I'm really not. This is not what you wanted to talk about. This is not what you want your life to be about. I understand that. I just needed to get that out. I'm not gonna bring your life down
Absolutely, this is
anymore.
exactly the live that why I made it, because there's so many people that need someone to talk to, and let things out, and getting on a live stream, such as TikTok nowadays is just uh, there's no lives to that. Nobody's looking to have that. Everybody's looking for an argument. So this is the perfect live that you dropped in, and I'm glad you did, and I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you.
Yeah,
Me
I'm
too.
trying. I'm trying. I swear to God, I'm trying. Sometimes it's like I'm still looking around my. When she left the apartment. She took her stuff, and I'm looking at the stuff she packed up. My stuff that she packed up, and I'm like, okay, where do I start? Do I unpack this stuff? Do I just give up?
Can I
And
ask, what's the conflict between you two?
it was no conflict. That's the whole thing. We were laughing and joking, and just one day she said, "I'm gone."
There's a conflict somewhere.
If it is, I have no idea. She won't even tell me what I did wrong
Do you
because
think she
I'm
met
quite sure
another
I
man or
did something
something?
wrong. She might have did. And you got to keep in mind, I'm 63. She's 67.
All right, how
It
how
ain't a whole
long
lot
ago?
of
How
man
long
out there.
ago did this happen?
Uh, 3 weeks ago.
And so I'm assuming you haven't talked.
I've
You
talked
know,
to her. I've talked to her several times since then. She worries about me eating. It's like
well,
nothing has
see,
changed. She just don't want to be
there's
here.
something there. There had to be something that happened. I don't know whether it's whether it's even between you two. Maybe it's on one side or the other. But she seems to be still hanging in there with making sure, worrying about if you've eaten. So there's
Yeah,
something
she's
right
showing she
there.
still cares, you know?
Yeah, it's just I don't know. Maybe because we were connected at hip for so long that she cares that I if but it's like I love her. I think she cares about me, but I can't go back to that. I can't be I keep in mind, like I said, I did my dirt. I drank every night. Every friggin' night I would get drunk.
Recently?
For, for the last 20 fucking years.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And I'm not violent. I drink, I pass out, go sleep, wake up, go to work.
Yeah,
You
Were you
know,
like,
I can
did you like
see.
emotionally turn off or something?
yeah, that too. I probably was emotionally turned off, and we hadn't had sex and shit
Oh
15
shit.
years. Not because she had medical issues. She went through kidney cancer. I went through that with her. She had two knee replacements. I went through that with her. I've only had one medical problem in my entire life, and it's like I've been there for her. Did everything I think a
And
man's supposed to do, but maybe I was wrong.
do you know how she's doing? Has she said
She's doing
anything in the
okay. She's
past?
doing okay.
She's doing okay.
She's doing okay. She done moved into a senior apartment, and she's doing okay. And I'm not mad at her. I wish her the best. I don't wish her no harm. None of that.
Well, you're doing good, man. You're doing. I'm honestly proud of you. You made it from that dark place, and here you are today. You're doing well. You got a new job. Things are looking up for you. Um, I'm sorry about what might have taken place before that, but it sounds like you're moving forward. You're standing up. You're on your own 2 feet.
Yeah,
Congratulations, guy.
that's my
You're
mantra right
there.
now. That's my mantra right now. Just keep moving forward. That's my mantra. Just keep moving forward.
Yeah,
Because it's
that's what you
so
got.
easy to slip out.
So what else? What else you got? What else is on your mind? It can't be just that. You got to have more than that because you're so positive now.
Yeah, well, if you look at my profile, I'm a political nut, but I don't want to talk about politics right now because
Good,
that's a
because this
whole
isn't the
other
place to
animal.
do that. But I'm going to invite Lainey up, and I'm sure Lainey's been listening down in the chat too. So maybe she has something, some words to talk to you about. So Lainey, give me a second here. I'll get you up here. Takes me a while. I got change. I had everything changed today. A new computer, a new board, and all this crap. And I'm getting too old for this shit. So Lainey, where are you, Lainey? Where are you? Where are you?
I'm right here.
All right, Laney. Laney was one of my guests from yesterday. So, have you been listening down in the chat to Rudy?
A tiny bit. What was the topic or the argument?
Well, it was. We don't argue. So, Rudy, you wanna fill him in? Or you want me to kind of?
You can fill them in.
All right, I'll fill you in. So, Rudy, he was married for 27 years, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. He came home from work, and his wife apparently just suddenly left him. He was in a very dark place. He tried to leave this place twice unsuccessfully, and he decided that that's not what he wanted. He wanted to be himself, stand on his feet, and here he is today, on his 2 feet, new job, always moving forward. And
Okay,
what are
so
your
his
thoughts on it?
wife, so his wife was cheating on him,
Well, no,
and
no,
he
no, no,
caught.
no, no. Um,
That's what
don't
you
talk to
said.
me. Talk to Rudy. First thing.
Okay, my bad, Rudy. Your wife was cheating on you, and you caught it.
She wasn't cheating. She just decided she wanted to leave.
Okay, so why did she want to leave? To be, I mean, just like, why would she want to leave?
We couldn't afford to live here.
Well, Rudy, you did bring up the notion that you said that you would you drank a lot. You would go to work,
You
you'd come
drink,
home, you'd drink,
drink
you'd go to sleep, and repeat the next day. So that has a little
Yeah,
bit to
I
do
would
with
drink
it.
a lot. I would drink at least a pint of liquor a night.
Oh, no doubt. Right now, I'm just joking, but why? Besides that aspect of it, why did your wife want to leave you after 15 or 14 years?
It was 27, and that's the thing. She just said that it wasn't working anymore.
Do you have kids?
I adopted her kids, and I raised the grandkids.
Okay. Do you have any kids together?
No, we do not.
Well, you do have adopted
Uh,
kids, right?
Yeah, I adopted hers.
So, okay, well, I always tell parents when they say, "Well, we don't have kids between each other, but we do have adopted kids." Well, you're parents of those kids. You have kids, so I don't care if you adopted one kid, 20 kids. Those are your kids. You're the parent. So yeah, you and your wife do have kids together.
yeah, I was just maintaining on biological children.
No, we don't have biological kids together. No,
How many kids did you raise?
it's her daughters and one, two, three, four, five grandkids.
Okay, so you have grandkids and you have four kids. Well, why does she want to leave you? I'm sorry to ask, but if you're not
See,
comfortable, if you're
no,
not
that's the whole
comfortable,
thing. That's why I got in such a dark place. I thought we was doing good. I thought everything was fine, and it wasn't. In her mind, I don't know what I did.
well, do you know in your mind if you did something wrong?
I wasn't cheating. I wasn't spending money outside of the home. I wasn't doing anything other than taking care of the home. And in my mind, I think I was being a good husband.
Well, you know what? I'm sorry sorry, really sorry to say this, and please don't get mad at me. I think that she's probably been cheating on you, and she just wanted to leave the marriage.
Well, now that would be what I would think at first. But when you get into the age group that we're talking about, I don't think that is really a
Yeah,
relevant thing anymore.
yeah, 67. If you cheating on me at 67, what y'all doing? Doing s'mores? What the hell?
67.
Yeah.
You sound like you're 37.
I know he
No, I'm
sounded real.
63.
You sound really young, guy. But
No, I'm 63.
well, you still sound
And sh-
really young for 63. I'm going to be 60 soon, and I'm sure I don't sound like that either. But I was listening to when you first came up here, and you're explaining the story and everything like that. I thought you're probably like maybe in your late 30s, mid 40s, somewhere around there.
Yeah, that's what I said.
So
no, I'm
that was the
63.
first thing that clicked in my mind, and then you said that you were married for 27 years, and that kind of like blew that all away. So
No,
You
I'm
you
63.
you never cheated at all during your marriage.
In the 90s,
Oh, so you did.
she forgave me and took me back. I guess forgiveness is
Ah,
only.
well, yeah. See, all right.
well,
So the truth comes out.
actually when you're talking about the this happened 3 weeks ago. So when you're talking the 90s, that's 36 years ago.
Yeah, that's 36 years ago.
So
We weren't married. We was just dating back then. She married me after that.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Cheating when you're not married is totally fine, but when you're
Well, it's
married,
not totally fine, but yeah.
no,
Women
what?
hang on to that for a little bit
Sometimes it
longer.
is a one night stand. You never know. But so when you got married, you never ever
Never,
cheated on her.
never. It was all about her. Whatever she wanted, whatever she needed, whatever she wanted, I tried to get.
Why is it always about the wife?
I don't know. Enlighten me. I really would like to know why it's always about the wife.
I'm gonna bring up Matthew. Matthew's he's been down in the chat. He wanted to come up. So Matthew, have you been listening to the conversation that we're having right now?
No, I just jumped in.
Oh, you just jumped in. All right.
I've been in your live a bunch though.
All right. Well, thanks for showing up again. I get a lot of people, and I'm sorry. Maybe I don't. Maybe I talked to you. Maybe I didn't. I do get a lot of people.
You remember him? He lives in
Paramedic.
Arizona. He has the apartment in
Paramedic.
Chicago and everything.
Okay.
Paramedics, fire-
The
Maybe I-
firefighter.
But let's get back to this last conversation. We'll get to you, Matthew, and feel free to add, whatever your thoughts are. But I want to
Yeah.
finish this a little bit with Rudy, because Rudy, if you're just new here, Rudy had been married for. I'm going to kind of rephrase everything that you said for a little bit. Rudy, for all you new people that had just showed up, had been married for 27 years. He came home to an empty house. His wife left him. He was utterly devastated, right, Rudy?
Yeah, you say that.
And this was 3 weeks ago, apparently. Rudy has tried to leave this world twice, unsuccessfully, thankfully. But he has decided that he needs to move forward, and right now he is standing on his 2 feet. He's got a new job. He's got a new life. He's got a new place, and his mentality is just to move forward. So Matthew, I think I kind of caught you up in that. Matt, Rudy's voice sounds like he's kind of younger. He's not. He's in his 60s. He's 63. His wife was 67. So, and this happened 3 weeks ago. So we're gonna kind of not say your wife was cheating on you or you were cheating on your wife, because that's just I don't know. It doesn't happen. But what it could
Can I
happen.
just chime in and say something to Rudy?
Sure, go ahead.
Rudy, if you try to unalive yourself, that's not the way. Okay? You live your life regardless of what's going on. It doesn't matter. I mean, if you're unhappy, you just get happier. And whatever happened, in your relationship or your marriage or whatever, don't ever try to unalive yourself. That's called selfishness. Okay, you have to be selfless because there's other people that love you regardless of, your woman or, your child that still love you. I mean, maybe not the way they want to love you, but you're just gonna break hearts throughout your whole family, your exterior family, your interior family.
And I appreciate what you're saying, and I take all that to heart.
Well, you
That's,
better.
that's why I'm trying my best to move forward. I'm trying my best.
Yeah, don't try to take your life, bro.
It's just sometimes it gets hard and it gets dark, and that darkness is like a cloak. It goes over you. You can't breathe. You can't think. All you do is feel, and that feeling is so dark and so menacing that all you want to do is just get away.
Brother. And I'm not saying brother as like, a white onto black person. I'm just saying you're my brother and I've felt that before 100 million times. But
When you say brother, I'm gonna take it as a human thing because I don't believe in race.
yeah, me neither. Me neither. I think everyone's, equal and it's just different color and all that. So, on your skin.
Okay, so
But
Rudy,
I'm sorry.
I don't want to cut you off or anything like that. I'm thanking you for sharing, and I'm thinking that this is probably like one of the first times I'm going to say on live that I'm thanking you that you actually failed
I
in.
failed.
I'm thinking that you actually failed uh, in what you thought was the right move, and now you're standing on your own 2 feet. You're moving forward.
What do you mean? Oh, you're speaking to somebody else, not me. Okay.
No, no, I'm talking to Rudy right now. I'm like I said,
Oh,
Rudy.
okay. My bad. My
I'm
bad.
thankful that you failed on what you thought would be the right thing to do, and you should be thankful of that failure because you're a person in this world that you have these children, you have these grandchildren. Those are a part of you, whether you fathered them, as far as biologically, it doesn't matter. You fathered them, so they're always going to look to you. And imagine a place where they had no one to look to. So now they get to see the father. They get to see the grandfather that made it through a very dark place, right?
It's just hard starting from zero, man. It's just really hard starting from zero.
Yeah, I
I'm
absolutely
I'm
agree.
really
It
too
it
old for this shit.
yep. I absolutely agree. Being 27 years of a different life, and then all of a sudden having everything change, and you get in that dark place, and you feel like, oh, I don't want no more of this. And you had the courage, after, well, I guess failing. I'm going to tell you again, you failed, and there's a lot of people that are happy that you failed. You got to see that too. You got children; they're going to look up to you. I can only hope that when I am gone, I have no plans in the future to leave this world. But I can only hope that my grandchildren and my children will your and your children and your grandchildren will say the same. It's like, my grandfather taught me this, my father taught me this. That's what you need to do. That's your job. That's how you move forward as well. Teach those children.
I'll babysit. I'll babysit.
You'll babysit.
Yeah,
Who you gonna babysit?
for his kids.
Who you gonna babysit?
Well,
Whose kids you gonna babysit?
well, I don't know how old they are, so.
In their 20s, you don't need to babysit.
Well,
Oh, okay.
sometimes you.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I'll chaperone them.
if you've been
I'll
on my live a few
chaperone.
times, that I do get a few 20-year-olds that could need a little bit of babysitting.
Oh, wow.
I had a few
No.
yesterday, actually.
I'm
So,
extremely proud of my granddaughters.
Nora,
I'm
you were
extremely
here.
proud of them. I have one.
Yeah, I was here.
Yeah, you were
Yeah,
here.
it was wild yesterday. Laney was here too.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, I know. And you were
I invited Matthew, but he didn't come.
you were really mean to me too, sweetheart.
You were so mean to me.
No, I was
Drunk ass.
not. I was speaking the truth.
Rudy, you're more than welcome to stay up here on the panel. Got 4 people. I got 2 open boxes, so anybody who wants to come up and tell me what's on their mind, that's fine. And we'll just keep talking as it goes on. But yeah, Nora, Laney, yesterday was just weird because,
Yesterday was wild.
and he actually,
Yeah, it
went-
was.
he
It
actually,
was because of you.
he held true on his promise. He's like, I'm fucking blocking you, and he did. He blocked me. But this is a guy who's been with me from day one, and I don't think that I was rude when I listened to each and every recording because every live is recorded. I listened to it again today, and I was thinking, I don't know what he was so upset about. I know that he was apparently when I was gone for 5 minutes, he's screaming at you guys to yell at the host. And he was trying to explain that, and then all of a sudden he just kind of exploded into whatever. You don't talk to me like I'm a child, and I just kind of like muted him for a little bit. I'm like, well, I'm gonna put you in a corner like you're a child right now because that's how you're acting.
Yeah,
And
that
then
was
he-
not me. That was that other person.
Yeah, it was Meta. So I did that, and he kept true on his promise that he's like, I'm gonna fucking block you. I'm gonna fucking block you, and he did report me. Didn't really make any difference, but still, it happens. I guess every day is a new thing. I guess I get to talk to a new string of people. I'm glad that Laney, I'm glad that Nora, you guys decided to be more inquisitive and show up for a second day. So we've only been doing this for about a month. 4 weeks. It was
That's
kind
it?
of like a trial at first. I just wanted to see what would happen. And it started out really slow, and I almost decided just to scrap the whole thing and try something else. But seems to be working. People are kind of catching on.
You only been doing live for 1 month?
Yeah, 1 month. I've been testing
Wow.
different things, but to be honest with you, I do have a separate account that I don't share with people. This is the show account, and that's what we're doing. And I do go on my other account, and I just like to see what people are talking about. What's the biggest thing, the biggest topic, or what people like to talk about. And once in a while, I guess that I do like to troll lives. I do it once in a while. I get trolls here too, and it's kind of like it's accepted.
Okay, let's talk about this topic. Are you ready?
Sure.
Do men? No, I'm sorry.
Do men?
Well, share. There she goes.
Well, your first
I know.
thing was
I
do
know.
men,
I
and there was
understand.
like a really long
I
pause. I'm like, yeah,
understand. I
men do.
understand. Do I mean? I thought I think we went over this before, but are men more responsible than women when they go out to a restaurant? I mean, should they pay half the bill, or should the man pay the full bill?
Well,
It's like it's
Two
like
at 2 hours.
it's like 50 Cent said. It's whoever's idea it was to go on the date. They pay.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with him. I agree with him.
well,
Yeah, it's
I think that's partially right. I guess that's partially right, but I think that it's I guess you could agree upon it at first, like if it's the first date, something like that, 50-50. But as far as my wife and I always pay because I always figure it that it's our money, so we pay. So I guess if when you're not like married, like in that kind of a relationship, it might be a different thing. Like maybe if someone who invites you out for dinner and everything like that, maybe it is something that you can agree upon. But as far as my wife actually told me today, tomorrow, we are going out to the restaurant because I need to go. I need to get out of the house. You're always sitting in the house. So tomorrow we're gonna go out to eat at a restaurant, and
it, it's also a cultural thing, in my opinion. Like I'm I'm
Wait,
a
wait, wait. Who's paying on that date with your wife when you're going out tomorrow?
tomorrow,
Yeah.
we are because
Okay. Can I come?
can can you come? I don't know. You can, I guess. If you live close enough, and we're leaving probably around. I guess we usually go to eat around 6 o'clock. So
Yeah, I have no idea.
where are you at?
If women didn't have to pay and they asked the guy out and he gonna feed them, so they just basically getting free meals because they asked the guy to eat.
I
it's
wouldn't be
like
so worried about that. I mean, if I asked a woman out and everything like that, I would be more glad to pay. And even if a woman asked me out, as a man, I would feel weird because I think that from when I grew up, I'm not sure about in the time where you grew up, it was pretty much instilled in myself that the man takes care of the woman. So, if I went to a restaurant, if I asked a woman out, we went to a restaurant
God bless you.
and
Thank you.
went out to eat, yeah, I'd absolutely pay for it. If a woman asked me out and said, "Hey, could we go have coffee or go have lunch?" With what I was instilled in from my own parents, I would still feel obligated to do that as well. So I think that it's a generational thing, and how you're
like
going
I said.
grew
Well,
up.
can I talk real quick? I'm sorry.
Sure. Yeah.
No, it's just like I do think that it should be equality, okay, because that's what women, supposedly fought for. But when I go out, with a girl or whatever, I always pay the bill. And even if they offer, I say no, and I'll just pay the bill. Like, it's just, I mean, it's common sense. I mean, we're alphas. The men are alphas, and the women are betas. So
That's how we were raised. We were raised to pay the bill. But in this generation now, if she goes out, she says, "Could you go? I want to go out with you. Can we go out to dinner?" And then she orders $500 worth of food, and you're expected to pay the bill. No,
Well,
yeah.
that's
So
that's kind of
so I would just
a
I
weird
would
thing
just
then.
ask for the bill. I would just ask for the bill and be like, "Oh shit, I left my wallet in the car," and I just leave.
Isn't that kind of the weirdest thing you see now? You can watch. There's tons of them on TikTok. There's tons of them on YouTube. That you, these couples, well, first dates or whatever. The biggest complaint is they go out and
And
the
they bring
woman,
their kids.
well, yeah, feed their kids. I seen that video as well. But what I'm getting at is like it just seems like now it just seems like we went through all these years of women trying to get their rights, be equal, and now when it comes down to simple things like food, they're like, "Well, you're the man. You should pay." What happened there?
I will pay for the scraps. You go take it home to your kids, whatever. I will pay for that. But if you ask me out, you ask to pay for my time.
Nora, you're the only woman in here, and you've been so quiet. What do you think? I'm gonna put
I
you on the
definitely
spot.
agree. I agree with whoever invites who else out, should pay. Like if I invite somebody, let's go get something to eat, I'll pay. Or if he asks me, like, let's go get something to eat, he should pay. Or I'm definitely not, I don't believe in the whole like, oh, he's paying, so I'm gonna order the most expensive thing on the menu. I'm not down with girls who do that or bring their kids. Or I've seen those videos too, and it's a certain culture that does that, but that's another story. Yeah, so I believe like whoever invites the person out, that they should pay.
So since
Do
we're
you
on this
do you,
topic
do you, do you know?
of taking
Hold on,
people
hold
out,
on.
no, wait. Since
Do
since
you
we're on
do
the
you
topic,
know?
hey, calm down.
Uh,
Since we're on the topic of going out to restaurants and who's paying for what and everything like that, I want to know from the four of you that are sitting down in the panel right now, what are your thoughts on tipping? Laney, finish what you had to say, and let's get on to that topic.
oh, well, I just wanted to say that usually women don't invite a guy out to go to dinner. Number one. But on tipping, 20% at least. I usually tip 25%.
Nora, what are your thoughts on tipping?
It's gotten completely out of hand. I mean, they want people to tip for picking up their food. Like to go order, they expect a tip. They are automatically adding gratuity to bills now, especially out here where I am. It is ridiculous. Everybody wants to tip. This is like an American thing. You go overseas or anything, they don't do that there.
No, it's not.
Well,
It's not a thing there.
that's
So
only in
let
Japan and
let
China.
I wanna kind of go down to each one. So Matt, what is your thoughts on tipping?
Oh wait, me?
Yeah,
Sorry.
you've been
Uh,
really quiet, so
yeah.
I don't want to
Um,
exclude you or anything. You're up here, so you're part of us.
He
yeah.
doesn't he doesn't sound quiet right now. He has a deep voice.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know. Usually I tip 20% no matter what. Like even if like, I go to a restaurant and I order something, and like let's say they bring out like the wrong thing, like I'll still tip. Like I don't care. It's food at the end of the day. Like I'll eat it. I don't really give a shit. Um, but I was always raised in a different way. Like my dad had money, so like he would always like over tip. Like we go out to like a country club or we go out to go somewhere, and he's like, hey, could you get us a table up at the bar and like give someone $100 and stuff. Like he was big on like setting people up, but we're Italian, so we kind of like to set like help people out and everything, and like kind of over tip a little bit. That's why when you guys were talking about like the whole who pays and everything, my dad would take it as an insult if like somebody else tried to pay when he would take us out to dinner. Like he would be like, no, you eat, I pay. Like that's like the main thing. Like you don't ever try to step on my toes. I'm the one who pays. You guys enjoy yourself and everything. So I mean, I'll always tip no matter what. Like I went and got coffee this morning, and all they did was take my order and give me my drink, and I still gave them like $2 or something like that, and it was on like $6, so it's a pretty decent tip. So I mean, I still tip regardless of what happens and everything. So
It's kind of
Hold on.
funny
We
that
we
you
got one
say
more.
that
We got one
because
more.
my
We got one more,
Italian
Lenny. Hold on
father.
a second. We got one more.
My bad.
All
Okay.
right, Rudy, what are your thoughts on tipping?
If I go to a restaurant, say I go to a high end restaurant, I'm going to tip as the service is. If the service is great, I'm gonna give a great tip. If the service is lousy, I'm gonna give a lousy tip, but I'm still going to tip.
All right. So now I heard from Nora. I heard from you, Lainey. I heard from you, Matt. I heard from you, Rudy. When you're tipping, and you all seem to say, you always had to have something that was involved with the service, right? Can you all agree on that? What tipping is pretty much revolving around the service that you receive.
No, I never said that.
Okay, well, tipping is, you're tipping your server, so you're tipping for service, correct? You want to agree with me on that?
Well, I guess so.
Okay.
But
Whether
I
you
just
guess or
think
not, that's what a tip is. You're tipping on the server and how the service that you received while you're at the restaurant. You're certainly not tipping her for the taste of the food because you honestly know that he or she didn't cook it, right?
of course,
Okay.
obviously the
So
chefs
my
did.
my question in all of this, I tip whenever I can, but as the food prices rise, as the menu prices rise, um, why does the tipping have to rise? Did the work load rise along with the food price?
Well, tipping doesn't actually have to rise. It's up to you what you want to tip.
Exactly, exactly. But if you say I always tip 20%, so if last
No,
year
I
you
said
okay
25%,
25%, apples and oranges. So you always tip.
yeah, it's
Huh?
like,
Just
you
wait,
know,
wait,
it's
wait, wait,
like,
wait, wait. Let me finish the point. So
no.
if last year you ordered one meal and it costed let's say $50, and you ordered the same meal this year and it costed you $80, does that really mean that that 25% needs to raise that much as well?
Where was I ordering the meal?
I don't know. It's just we're talking about prices here.
No, I mean, I'd still tip 25%.
So
It's
okay,
just,
if you got the exact same service one day when something cost $1 and the next day it costed $2, and you
was
got
it
the
takeout or
no,
sitting
listen,
down?
come on, man, just try to hold the thought here. So if
Trying to, but
okay,
you're just like,
well,
it,
you're still over talking me, and I'm gonna have to put you in the corner for a little bit if you're gonna keep put you in the corner for a little bit if you're gonna keep doing. All right, well, I'm trying to
your
make a point here.
questions.
I'm trying to make a point, and you're making it really really hard,
Okay,
and you're
and
talking.
I'll shut up.
All
I'll
right.
shut up.
So
I'll shut up.
what I'm asking you is, let's say last week you ordered a burger from What the Fuck Burger. All right, that's the restaurant. That's the restaurant name. What the Fuck Burger, and it costed you
That's
$7.
not a restaurant.
What's that?
That's not a. That's
Well, I'm
not a
just
restaurant.
it's hypothetical, and I need you to be quiet so I can finish what I'm saying, please.
Okay, go ahead.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
So
Sorry.
last week you ordered one hamburger, you ordered one meal, and you got it from What the Fuck Burger. It costed $7. All right. You gave
That's
them
pretty
a
cheap.
what?
God.
Pretty cheap. I
All
mean,
right.
if
Well,
you go to if
man,
if
I'm gonna have
if
to
you go
mute you
to
because
Mc,
you're really beginning to annoy me now. I just need you to listen to
oh,
one simple analogy and then give me an
okay,
answer at the end. All right. So we're gonna start again. Last week, you ordered one burger meal, burger, French fries, hash browns. It costed $7. All right, or it was a cheap ass restaurant. It's what do you expect from What the Fuck Burger? So, and then a week later, you went to the same restaurant because the last restaurant it paid $7, or the last time you went there, you paid $7. You gave the server a 25% tip. So you went back the next week because that burger tasted damn good. Stay on mute because you're gonna piss me off. And this next week, you were charged $9 for the same meal, maybe the same server, apparently, and you still gave them 25%. What changed? Did the service change? You can let yourself off mute and answer that simple question. There was no need to talk over me the entire time. I was just trying to get that out there. Laney, you gotta just kind of stay in your lane once in a while when people are talking. I know you know how to unmute yourself. You did it twice. All right. Laney, come back up when we can have a discussion. Nora, Matthew, you got anything to say about that? You got anything, any thoughts on your head with that?
I mean, no,
I think. Oh, go ahead, Matthew.
no, go ahead, Nora. I didn't mean to interrupt you. So
I think if the restaurants paid like their waitresses and their waiters like a livable wage, I think they wouldn't be so dependent on tips sometimes.
Well, I do agree with you with that because the United States, I don't think there's many other countries that actually rely
I think they
on
get like
tipping or anything
two
like that.
dollars, $2 and change an hour, and then they like depend on their tips.
Laney, I'm gonna leave you down there for a second, all right? Because I don't know what happened to you, but I'll bring you up in a second. Just hold on, because we're gonna finish this, and then I'll bring you up, and we probably will start a whole new conversation. Who knows? But um, you guys, final thoughts on the tipping thing?
well, yeah, like kind of like what Nora was saying. Like, I mean, before I got into the job that I was working, like we had a lower minimum wage, and then we got tips. We got a lot of tips. Like we would get tipped out really well, and your tips is how you basically lived. So before I was in the fire service and everything, I worked at this resort, and they would make like your tips would, like I said, be the way that you would make most money. Like you would make like $400, $500 on tips, and then you would have like a hourly wage. So honestly, like I agree. You wouldn't have the big tipping culture that you have now if they paid their employees a livable wage, like she said. Also, people are making a lot of money now because of the no tax on tips that we have in this country now. Like I don't know if you guys know about that, but there's no tax on tips now. That's why a lot of people are getting pretty decent tax returns.
I
Yeah.
did not know that.
Yeah, there's no tax on tips. There's no tax on overtime. You just gotta kind of look at it now. You got to really look at your W-2s. I was kind of confused at first when I heard the no tax on overtime. There's a special box on your W-2 when you get them now.
Oh, trust me, I know that there's no tax on overtime. I'm making bank right now, dude.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's
See-
insane.
So
You know,
between the two of you that are on the panel right now, do you think that you know, I think that we're on the same page when it comes to like tipping culture and everything like that. It's a good thing. You're appreciating somebody, but do you think that when someone says I pay 20%, I pay 25% across the board, just to show my appreciation, do you think as the cost of food rises and the price of the menu rises,
I mean,
is the service
sorry.
getting better though?
Maybe, but I honestly kind of wanted to know what you guys thought because nobody really had nobody really put their input in on what I said when I went on and said no matter what, like no matter if I get the right order or whatever, unless it's something crazy, like unless like I have a crazy experience or I have really bad service, like I'll still tip 20%, even if I don't get the food that I like ordered. And I wanted to know like what you guys thought about that. And the main reason why I do that is because I don't like it's not a big deal. I don't care. I'm not a picky eater. Like I'm not a picky person. Like if I go to a burger restaurant, I order a burger, and they bring me out like a chicken sandwich. Like I'm still gonna eat it. I'm not gonna say anything.
All right,
I'm gonna tip 'em.
my actual answer as to why I always tip at least 20% is because it's maybe the service didn't change, but the price of food did. And whether it's in a restaurant or whether it's in a store, that server still has to pay for it.
Yeah.
Derek wants to come up here. Derek is my son-in-law,
Oh,
and I'm
I'm
going to
so
let
glad.
Derek come up here,
I
and he's
wanted
got
to
something to say. And
meet Derek.
let's talk about it, Derek. So I'm going to invite you up here. I got to take a 5-minute break in a little bit, but Derek, what's up, man?
I've never done a live before. I tip what's fair. Like if they bring me out my stuff real fast, I'm like, oh okay, here's $5. And then if they take my dirty dishes back, that's a big one. If they don't take the dirty dishes back, I ain't bringing it up anymore. They're getting $5. I don't care how much the meal is.
All right. Tipping, I always think that tipping is just the service you receive. But I always ask people that why does tipping go up? As far as the price of food, because if you sat at the table and you ordered $100 worth of food, and you're paying 20%, 25%, as Laney said. I'm not even sure where Laney went, but in my eyes, that the service hasn't really changed, just the price has went up, and you've only been there for 2 hours, 3 hours. But I do get it where as time goes on, food prices do rise, and until restaurants do pay servers an actual wage instead of relying on tipping. Tipping, I guess, for me, I guess it just feels like someone is just saying, they're like, yes, sir, yes, sir. It's almost like a begging thing. Why don't you just pay them and be done with it? Because
Well,
there's also a lot of restaurants that take part of your tips or make you share them with everybody else, which is kind of weird too.
Yeah, I don't agree with that at all.
Maybe if you
That's
had
fair.
maybe one person had a shitty waitress, and one had an overly zealous waitress, and she
I know bars do that.
let's say
A
her
lot of
tips
bars do
were
that.
let's say her tips were like $100, and the other one was like a mediocre one, and she maybe her tips were like 50, and now they have to put it all together and like divvy it up between each other. To me that's kind of weird too.
I don't remember the last time I tipped my bartender. I'm
That's a very
probably
good
a
question.
bad person for that.
Yeah, you were, because I was a bartender once. What the fuck? All right,
I know.
Laney,
Sometimes I forget.
I'm gonna bring you
Can I
back
ask-
up, Laney, and
Can I ask Derek a question?
yep. Before I bring Laney up, I'll ask him a question. I'm going to bring Laney up just for the fact that I enjoy your conversations, but I do not enjoy you talking over everyone. So hold on a sec.
So Derek, my question for
Hold
you,
on.
because you said something that I just wanted to like get some clarification on. You said like if they don't take your dirty dishes, like you won't move it up. But I mean, I don't know how it is out there, but especially like if you go to like let's say like you go to like a diner, they don't usually take your dirty dishes until like the very end. Like, do you want
Just take them when you come to the table. You come to the table 20 times, just take the damn dishes back.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Yeah.
leave dishes sitting on my table. I put them rinse them off and put them by the sink.
That's fair.
All right, Laney, I'm
Like,
going to bring
come
you
on.
back. And then I just happened to see a comment down in the chat that says,
My bad. Don't mean to be so
from
brash.
Kwame 4. The only thing that's on my mind right now is the passing of my mom. I'm sorry for that. And if you want to come up here and talk to people about it, you're more than welcome. Come up and join live, and we can talk about that. But Laney, I'm going to bring you up here on the condition that you don't over talk just about anybody who's talking. And 333-777, you got to get a different name. I can't trust you.
How do you mute on here? What's the mute button?
For what?
I'm sorry. My condolences.
How do I mute myself?
Muting it. There's a mute button right below it. It's like a little microphone with a slash through it, right on the bottom of your phone.
My condolences, as I said.
Okay. So I did bring you back up.
No,
It-
yeah,
you
I
had
don't
any
know
thoughts
why
that
you.
would-
Go ahead.
What were you gonna say? You didn't know why what?
I don't know why you dropped me earlier.
I dropped you earlier because I was trying to get one word in or finish a sentence, and you wouldn't let me. You just kept over talking or trying to change the subject. I just needed to have one thing that I wanted to say. This is a group here.
Well, it wasn't me over talking. It was actually you, and I'm sorry if
Well,
that
I get to
hurts your
do that. I get to
feelings.
do that because this is my life and this is my
Yeah,
platform.
no,
So when
no,
I'm
and I
asking a
totally
question and I'm
understand.
trying to make a point or trying to get something out there and you keep talking over the top, it makes it really hard for the other guests and the people down in the chat to hear what I'm trying to get at. Okay?
Okay, well, my bad.
All right, it's fine. It's fine. All's good. So what are your thoughts that we were all talking about? What's
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, you
So
do. You're
can
sitting down in
you?
the chat and you were listening just as well as I was. Come on.
No, I was not sitting on the chat. I took a break. So what's the chat again?
We were still talking about tips and what you felt about them and everything like that.
Oh
And
yeah,
I'm going to bring up another
which I
guy pretty
told
soon,
you.
and we're
Tips
going to change it. So
25% should be legitimate.
all right,
I mean, even if
15.
the server was
Sometimes 10.
horrible, it should still be 25% or 20%. I mean, like you could go overboard and do 30%, but it depends on your server.
How about 50%? You're gonna give 50%?
what have you
Sometimes.
seen that now? Have you seen that now that
I'm gonna be
servers are
I'm gonna
demanding
be your
50%?
server.
I mean,
take that. I'll take that.
sometimes I'll give
If
half.
you're just
the
gonna give
price.
away money.
Okay. Well, this guy's a douchebag, but yeah.
Well, okay. Well, when you start being derogatory towards the other guests, I'm going to disconnect you, and you're going to have to sit down in a live in the timeout in the corner for the rest of the live with no voice. So you can either be a nice guy and come back tomorrow. You're more than welcome to come back tomorrow, but I will not have anybody talking to other people like that. And Laney, I will see you tomorrow probably, and I hope that you decided to be nice because I will never tolerate that on my life. TikTok is full of that bullshit, and that's why I started
Bro,
this. I started this
he was
platform. So.
He was talking over everybody, so honestly, you know.
Yeah, he was talking over everybody, and I had to drop him off because, like I said before, this is not a debate. This is nothing that you're going to talk over people about. You're not going to ever just be derogatory or anything like that. So, Laney, I'm going to mute you for the entire live. You're welcome to stay here, but that's it.
I don't understand how you'd be a douchebag if you just said if you're gonna give money away, I'm gonna be your server. Like that's funny. Like
Yeah.
I mean, I still take 50%. That sounds pretty nice, actually.
All right, you guys, I'm giving you a chance right now. There's three of you. You guys seem to have a level head. Talk amongst yourselves. Give me 5 minutes. I gotta pee. So that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, have a good pee. Have a good pee.
All right. So give me a few minutes. I'll be right back. And please don't let my 5 minutes turn into what happened last night. Nora, you knew what happened.
Yeah, I got you.
I was gone for 5 fucking minutes, and I don't know what the hell came back. I came back to, and
Oh,
this
yeah, that
guy
was
just started
crazy.
yelling at me. But apparently, you were supposed to yell at me too. So give
Yeah, it
me
was
5
weird.
minutes. Talk amongst yourselves. Have a good time. Behave. See you in a bit.
You didn't even like my have a good pee comment. All right.
Derek, is your father-in-law always that nice?
Is he? Oh,
Hey.
wait.
He's not here, by the way. You can say whatever you want.
No, he's good. He's a good dude.
Yeah, like I don't know, kind of what Nora said like a while ago. Bro, if I go to a restaurant and like there's no server and then with that pat around, I'm like going to hesitate. I'll still probably give you 20%. You didn't do anything, bro. You just flipped an iPad around.
Yeah.
I don't know. Me and the wife went to a place over in a town nearby, and we got breakfast, and the food was trash, but the service was phenomenal. So I think the bill was like $50, and I tipped $10.
One will always cancel the other one out. If like the food is shit, but the service is really good, like I'll still tip.
What if they're both shit?
Then I don't.
I'm just gonna walk out. I'm not gonna order there.
Matthew seems so nice. He probably still tip.
No, you know what's funny? I'll still tip because at the end of the day, bro, it's like at the end of the day, bro, it's like they can't. Like, yeah, they could control that to an extent, but also like if management shit and they can't really like control it because you're a server or you're like a host or something like that. I'll still give you like you still need to make a living at the end of the day. Oh no, I take care of my server. Derek, you want to be my you want me as your server or yeah, you want me as your customer, bro. I would fucking take it out of you.
I don't know. I never worked in the restaurant industry. I worked at Walmart for a little bit.
I did for a little bit, but you know, then
I like that. I liked customer service. I did pretty well there. They were trying to make me a fucking department manager, and I was like, nah, that ain't me. I think I worked there for about 3 months.
What do
They
you
had
do?
a. I'm a forklift driver in a warehouse. I'm a forklift driver in a warehouse.
That's why you talk.
Yeah, I thought it was funny because you guys were. What did you say? Like when I see a fire, I just gotta run in there. I'm like, when I see a forklift, I gotta drive it.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I get it. Like seriously, when I see a fire, I will be like, I'm gonna go check this fire out real quick. Which has gotten me not in trouble, but has gotten me in some really crazy situations before.
I mean, I guess I wouldn't just barge myself in there and run around the burning house, but I'd be like checking through the windows, see if anybody's in there. I guess it depends on who it is. Or
That's what happened to me one time where there was actually somebody in there that was trapped, and I had to run in there with no gear on, and
yeah, you got to do what you got to do.
I got basically smoke inhalation. Which was
All right, I'm back, and we have another
it's so
guest.
good to have
Face
not
value.
interrupting.
Face value. I'm going to bring you up.
Face.
I'm going to remind you to be respectful to everybody and join in the conversation. And if you're anything like some of the people that came in last night, you'll be dealt with straight away. So, face
I
value.
missed the guy that
Welcome
I
in.
missed the guy that came in here when Nora and I were in here.
What's
God
that?
damn it! I missed the guy that came in here when Nora and I were last in here. God damn it! That
Oh,
guy.
the trucker guy.
Is this a trucker guy?
No, but I miss him.
He was funny.
I know. So, face value. What's on your mind? Welcome in.
Oh, well, I didn't quite catch the conversation you guys were having before. I only caught like a couple of seconds.
Well, that's fine. Start another
Um,
conversation. What's on your mind, man?
well, let me see. I literally just came from a video of a cop who was at like this Houston City Council meeting, and I think he was arguing with like a councilwoman, someone in the government.
You came from
And it was about like officer
let's back up a little
discretion.
bit.
So
You
actually,
came from
this is
where?
actually on my mind, I guess.
You came from where?
It was a video of a cop. It was
Oh,
I
just a
think
video.
Houston police chief or someone.
All right.
And they brought up officer discretion in the meeting in the council meeting, and the councilwoman was basically saying, well, you know, your cops, I guess she was referring to the Houston police chief, you know, we allow your cops to practice discretion every single day, and whether they're going to give a ticket or whether they're going to arrest somebody, etc., etc. And I just realized, like, when I heard that, I actually have like the biggest problem with discretion, and I've heard it a lot, but it's never actually talked about. Officer discretion, like it just kind of gives, I think, law enforcement way too much fucking power to put their boot on us during traffic stops, during whatever. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or no?
I understand the point you're coming from. Anybody else want to chime in for that?
I think it's like a two-way road.
Yeah, because what do you mean by like off? Like, do you mean that like officers have discretion to stop anybody at any point in time?
They overstep their boundaries a lot. Like I see a lot of videos. I think I know what you're talking about. They definitely use it maliciously with malice. They don't. Some cops do, not all of them.
They do for sure, but also like put yourself in their shoes if they like want to, they want to just go home to their family at night. Like, I mean,
What?
I don't know. I respect
What?
law enforcement, but also
But
like,
wait, does that give them the right to basically because they want to go back to their family safe? Does that give them the right to make sure I don't go back to my family safe? Do I have to spend the night in prison?
no. But
because
if I,
the cop?
Well, no
if I
one
come up to
spends
your
a night in
window,
prison.
if I come up to your window as a cop and I'm like, hey man, like let me see your ID, like I make my I tell you who I am, and then all these TikTok lawyers that are like, I don't have to give you my ID. It's like actually you do. That's
Well. First, I would ask, why did you stop me?
yeah. I tell you
And
why I
if you,
stopped you, but like still, there's
Well,
all these TikTok lawyers that are out there that are like, oh, I don't have to listen to a cop. I don't have to obey. And I'm like, bro, just do what
don't you
they're
think that they
asking.
would listen to a cop if the cop just gave a reason for why they stopped them?
Dude, 90% of the time, a cop gives the reason on why they stopped them.
And the 10% that they don't, you're probably seeing videos of people saying, "Well, I don't want to listen to you because you just stopped me and I don't even know why you stopped me." Like that person that the cop stopped is trying to get home, right? Am I right?
Correct.
Okay, but the
They're
discretion
trying to get
goes both
home.
ways. The
Thank
discretion
you.
goes
Okay,
both ways. They have
but hold on,
they have
they're
the
trying to get home, and the cop just stopped them. So now they're delayed in getting home to their family. How do you think that's
right.
going to piss anyone off, right?
being
And so,
delayed,
okay, let's say they're going over the
being
speed limit.
wait,
Yeah, okay,
being
you're going to stop
delayed,
them because they're going.
being delayed is a lot different than being delayed forever, right?
Yeah, man. Like that's
Yeah,
what I'm
but it's still
saying.
an inconvenience. That's
That's
the
what
thing.
that's what I'm saying. You see all these. I saw this guy who came up to a car, said, "Hey," like basically made himself known. Hey, I'm a cop, and like basically said the whole thing. I stopped you because you were doing this, and he's like, "Roll down your window so I can grab your ID." And the guy's like, "I don't have to roll down my window," and it's like, dude, like just stop trying to escalate shit. Just do what the cop
Yeah.
But how
says.
is that? Wait, hold on.
See, but
How
that's
is
not
that escalation?
discretion.
Because they don't want to roll down their window. The cop is a stranger. You don't know who the cop is.
The
The cop
cop
could even
is
be
a
impersonating.
stranger with a uniform and is
Well, this is
telling
going off
you
the
A
rails.
uniform makes you a cop. Do you not know of impersonating cops? There have been
Oh my
plenty of
gosh.
cases where people impersonate cops
Yeah,
wearing
but
a
This is so
uniform.
that's
far
not
off
A
the
uniform
every
definitely doesn't
original
case.
make you a
topic.
cop, bro.
And 9 times out of
Well,
10, man, if you're being stopped by a cop, you already know. You already
Right.
know what you're being stopped for, and the rest of that is
no,
just
maybe you don't. What if you don't know what
a
you're
lot
being
of
stopped
time.
for?
I would say upwards of 90% of the time, if you're doing something and a cop turns around or something like that, you're already looking in your window or you're looking in your mirror and you're going, "Yeah, he's going to turn around,"
I've
because you
been pulled
knew you
over
did
twice.
nothing.
No,
I
not
complied
I just
both
necessarily.
ignore
times.
them.
I got a warning the first time. They let me go the second time. I complied with everything. I was speeding the first time. I was going like 10 over. Cop was like, fine, just go. And the second time, I complied with everything. And he was like, don't even worry about it. And he let me go. Like, they're
Nora,
not.
Okay, so
Nora
so
flirts with the
you're
cop
actually
though.
raising the issue here. That discretion right there, isn't that kind of part of the issue? You broke the speed limit. You were going over the speed limit. The cop said that he'll let you go. This discretion, it's not following the law. You were given a break, maybe because you're a woman, maybe because you're attractive. Who knows? Like, I
Well,
don't know,
maybe
right?
you're just like
But that
well
discretion
spoken
is kind
and
of the
just
issue.
follow
But
directions.
I complied with everything he said. I wasn't rude, you know. I
But you,
think
hold on. But your behavior after you broke the law doesn't have anything to do with you breaking the law. You still
It
broke the
does.
law.
It
Oh,
it
does.
has a
really?
lot
Your
to do with that.
behavior
Because I
has
showed
No,
the
Well,
man
that's an
respect.
issue.
I respect what he's doing to protect our
That's an issue.
communities.
it does have everything to do with actually the way that you act after you get pulled over. Like if you get pulled over and you're an absolute asshole to the cop, they're gonna give you a ticket. If you are chill and
Also,
you
because their feelings are hurt, they're gonna punish you
Well,
because you hurt their feelings.
I'm
what,
gonna,
what would
I'm
what,
gonna
what do you
put it in,
think,
I'm
man?
gonna put
If
it
you
in
were
a
if you were a
different
cop,
Wow.
perspective. I'm gonna put it in a different
You're a one
perspective. Hey, hey,
bootlicker.
calm down. I'm gonna put it in a different perspective. Like if, like say you were working at one place and you went in for your like yearly review. You came in and you sat down and you listened to whatever they had to say about your, you know, your work practice and everything like that throughout the year. And this is what we're prepared to, you know, give you as a raise. And you came in and you talked about it and everything like that, like person to person. It would probably be fine. But if you walked in to an interview or a review, sat down and basically just vomited words like "What the fuck you want?" There there's a certain limit of discretion right there. Well, you know, if someone came into my office and said, I'm going to give you a review," and they said okay, and I'm saying, well, you know, you got to work on this, you got to work on that. Maybe you're late on a few things, and like, well, so, well, okay, well, there's one point against you because you don't you you, you got to start you got to start learning to shut your mouth sometimes and start
Okay, well,
listening.
okay, okay. Look, so employer-employee relationships, they're a bit different, but I'll engage with it because you brought it up, and you're trying to kind of provoke a thought, which is fine.
Well, I'm not trying to
Um,
provoke anybody. Actually, we're just having
no,
a
no, you're trying to
conversation,
provoke
really.
a conversation, which is fine. Like, I'm not trying to condemn you. I'm just a word. Provocation doesn't necessarily have to have a negative connotation. Is what I'm saying.
Well,
But
provocation
with
usually ends up in negative confrontation.
well,
do you
maybe.
know how easy it is to not get like pulled out of a car by a cop and like thrown on the ground? Because
Yeah,
that's
you I
no, I'm
guess you kind
saying.
of have to be kind and make sure you don't hurt their feelings, right?
I mean, you just have to be a
What?
person and not be an asshole to them and say, "Hey, why the fuck you pull me over?" Throw like be super aggressive for no reason. Just listen to what the cop is doing and go about your day. It's so easy to not get in trouble by the police, and so many people do it
You know,
because they
Well,
want
it's
to
so
play tick.
easy for cops to not get their feelings hurt, yet
all right, all right, all
somehow
right.
they always get their feelings hurt.
I'm gonna have to stop it just for a second right now. Face value. You and I talking right now. Everybody else mute up. Don't say anything. I just want to identify as far as who you are, because you seem like you seem intelligent, but you kind of use that feelings hurt thing an awful lot, and I want to know
Yeah.
where you're coming from when you're saying
Well,
feelings
look,
hurt.
cops are very sensitive,
Well, you know,
it
people are
seems.
sensitive.
Okay, but cops have a position of authority where they could use lethal force
Well,
against
anybody can use
us.
lethal force if we want to enunciate, but anybody can do that. But
Sure.
what is the? Do you have a problem with authority or police? Plain, you know,
I have a
yes or no?
well, do I have a personal problem with authority in general? No, I believe in God. I believe in Jesus
Well,
Christ.
no,
He
I'm saying like authority as far as police. You got a problem with that?
with with American police, I think
American
there is
police.
an issue.
Okay, we're
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
we're
think there is an
we're
issue with American
we're gonna
police.
have that conversation with American police.
Yeah, I don't see any other like law enforcement in other countries, especially in Europe. They don't seem to behave like the
Oh
police in this
my
country do.
God, really?
Yeah, really.
Wow. In England, they beat people. In Mexico, you can be shot.
You can be imprisoned for not being part of the Mexican community or not being from Mexico, you'd be thrown in prison for forever just by making one wrong mistake.
So my
So where did you
question,
get that
Face,
from?
my,
Did you get
my,
that from
my
TikTok?
Face,
You're,
Face
No,
you're
value.
now
I
like a
got that
Mexican
from
TikTok
Calm
lawyer?
down, calm down, calm down.
Got
I
that
was
from
just
There's
people.
plenty
responding
of
to what
time
you
to
were
talk.
saying.
There's plenty of time to talk.
I got that from people who have actually been to Mexico and have seen it happen with their real eyes.
So
Oh
So
face
yeah,
value, I want to
trust me,
ask,
bro.
are you really stuck on that topic right now where you're just vilifying American police? And do you know what happens in other countries as far as law enforcement?
I mean, I brought it up as like a kind of example of
First of all,
how
I want to get to
American.
know you a little bit better. Where are you from? Are you from the United States?
Well, I'm not gonna dox myself.
Well, you don't have to
But you're
dox
living.
yourself. You can just say what country. There's a wide open space for you.
Okay, United States.
You're from the United States, all right. Got an accent, so that's why I asked.
Okay. Okay.
But
Any other questions?
nope. Well,
Okay.
hold on.
So
No. Hold on. So
okay.
the reason why I asked you, so you said you're in the United States. Have you had prior engagements with police, mainly
Yeah, I
negative?
have.
Okay,
Yeah, I
negative.
got stopped by a cop.
Okay, you got stopped by a cop for
It was for my my tag was expired.
okay. Your tag was expired, and what what happened?
And what happened?
Yeah.
He gave me a ticket.
Okay,
I went to pay the fine, and that was that.
and life went on, right?
Yeah, but
Okay.
that has nothing
Could
to
have
do with my
impounded
point
your
here.
car. They could have impounded your car, made you register your car, get insurance, everything before, and made you even put you in jail. He really let you slide. 'Cause you're not supposed to be driving around an unregistered car.
or guess what?
It wasn't a car.
You could have just
It was a
You could have
moped.
just updated your tags.
Okay, it was a
Not got
moped.
stopped at
You
all.
still need a driver's license, right?
I had a driver's license. I
You could
told
have
you
just
that.
you could
Your
have just
tag was
updated your
expired,
tags
man.
and not got stopped at all and not have
I got
to.
a ticket. I don't know what you guys are like complaining about. I got the ticket. I paid the
I mean,
ticket.
We're
all I'm
not
complaining
complaining.
about.
I'm trying to get to the root of the problem where you just seem so angry.
All I'm
Well,
saying
I'm not angry.
is,
I'm just saying that cops are sensitive, and you guys are like jumping on me for saying
No,
that.
you
I don't
just
know
seem
why.
like you're pretty sensitive about the whole law enforcement thing.
dude,
Well, I
you-
don't like. Well, hold on. Let me address that. I don't like the discretion aspect of law enforcement.
So
I think
you-
it gives
so
cops
do you not
too
think
much
that?
leeway to get away
cops
from
are
the
kinda sensitive.
Constitution.
So
Do you,
Well, hold on, let me finish. Every time I talk, for some reason I get cut off like 5 seconds in. So my point when I came up, like, what was on my mind? I saw that video, and that video reminded me of discretion that cops have. I think discretion is an issue, and Nora, the woman at the very top, she brought it up, and I think that is actually the crux of the issue. When law enforcement pretend like they have this kind of authority to decide based on behavior who gets to go to their families at night when they get pulled over and who doesn't, I think that's a bit of an issue.
well, I don't think
I
that
want to
law
go back to my
enforcement
family
decides
safe.
that.
Yeah,
What
you
was
could
that?
get like
Can
a
I-
racist cop or something.
host, can I please say something really quickly because I'm boiling up
Sure,
over
go
here,
ahead.
please.
Go ahead.
Like,
Go ahead, Matt.
okay,
I'm
do you
gonna give
think
a
you
few
should
minutes,
have-
and yeah.
do you think you should have gotten a ticket for having your tags expired?
Yeah,
You think you should have gotten a ticket?
yeah, it's an infraction. It's a
Yes.
it's a vehicle
so
infraction.
so he had the discretion to give you a ticket, correct?
No, it's a law. Like
Yeah,
the
okay,
law
but-
is that
but
you
also
have to have
But also he has
valid
dis-
tags.
he has discretion to not give you a ticket, and like what Nora says, he has discretion to also say, hey, I'm not going to impound your car, just get it taken care of. Because I've had some cops that have pulled me over for me not forgetting and not registering and not getting my tags, which I should have, and I should have got a ticket. And he's like, just get it paid by tomorrow or the next day and you'll be fine. I'm giving you a warning. I'm giving you like a fix it ticket. What's what they call it? It's basically a warning. that if a cop runs your plate and sees it, you're taking care of it, and you have a certain amount of days to take care of it before you can get pulled over again. All I'm saying,
It's probably the way that you spoke to that officer and the way that
it
you.
was. I was like, hey man, I know you got to do your job. I know I was in the wrong. Like, I'm really sorry and everything. Like, I wasn't an asshole. Because if you don't make eye contact with the cop, or you don't even do any, like, you don't even try to talk to him, you just hand him your license, or you're being just agitated for no reason, he's going to get a little, like, what would you do if you were a cop and you walked into a car and someone was agitated and starts freaking out on you? Then you start to get a little scared, start to get a little bit like, oh shit, is
I
this
ain't gonna
gonna
treat
go?
him like my brother.
Yes.
But I hear
well,
what
the
you
thing
I
is
hear what you're
that,
saying,
like-
Matt. But hear me out quick. Hear me out quick. Not all cops are the same. Some can be dicks, some can't. I'm not gonna treat you like you're my brother, but I'll treat you with respect, I guess, to a point. But if you're gonna come up to my window and be like, you know why I pulled you over? I don't know, officer. Why don't you fucking tell me why you pulled me over?
Yeah.
Right,
But,
That's your job
what
to
I'm
tell me
saying.
that. Tell me why you pulled me over.
but the reason
Right,
why
maybe
they
I'm
asked
running.
that,
That's what
Maybe
I'm
I am
saying.
agitated. Maybe I am agitated. Maybe I'm running late for work and I'm like, God damn it, I'm getting pulled over now because I'm doing 60 and a 55, and this cop wants to be a dick for 5 over, and he pulls me over. Yeah, I'm gonna be a little pissed.
Okay, well,
and I'm gonna be like,
you know,
give me the
exactly.
damn
Like,
ticket and let
we'll
me
talk
go to
about
work.
that a little bit, but face value, when you're talking about discretion, it's up to the officer's discretion.
Yeah.
How would you feel when he pulled you over? Like, maybe you're going 5 miles over in a school zone. That's double the ticket right there. And he came up. He asked for your driver's license. You gave it to him, that proof of his insurance, and yada yada yada. He came back and he said, "Slow it down." Then there's no paper. There's no ticket. There's no nothing. That's discretion. That's
Well,
the discretion
yeah.
that we're
Well,
talking
well.
about.
Okay. So
no,
to address
wait,
that,
wait,
that's
wait,
never
wait,
that's
wait,
never
wait,
happened
wait,
to me.
wait. Versus, how would you feel that you got an officer at your window telling you exactly what you did wrong, and just, pointing his finger at you and going, "How dare you? This is a school zone. You could have killed children and this and that and everything like that." Took your driver's license, took your insurance, went back, came back, wrote down all your information, says, "Here's your ticket. I don't know how much it costs. You got to go to court for this, and they're gonna, this is what you're gonna have to pay." That is also an officer's discretion, right?
Okay, but they're still doing their job at the end of the day.
Right. They're doing their
Right.
job at the end of the day, but that is what is called discretion. So there are times when officers come up, and maybe in their mind too, they can see you as just a normal person, and maybe you're going 5 miles over the speed limit, 10 miles over the speed limit, and they understand, and they come up, you're pleasant to talk to, you're cooperative and everything like that, and they're like, "Hey, slow her down a little bit, slow her down," or whatever. When I think that the problems start when you start being aggressive, start being
Well, okay, wait, hold on.
argumentative.
Let me just, because you're
Well,
going
let
on
me
for a long
finish.
time and you
Let
asked me
me
a
finish, though.
question.
Okay?
Are
When
you
you
asking me a
start
question, or are you just going to
well,
monologue?
why do you keep talking? So my thing is, when you're talking about an officer's discretion, it's discretion comes down to that officer being another human being, and he has thoughts
Am I
as
not a
well.
human being?
Wait,
Hello?
wait. Okay, he's the same guy as you, not the same job. He's still the same guy though, and he feels
He has
for
lethal
whatever.
force.
Hey, why do you
He
keep
has lethal
talking? Why do you
force.
keep talking, man? Stop,
I'm,
please.
this is a back and forth. I thought this
No,
was
it's not a back and forth if you don't let me finish a sentence. All right?
All
Understood?
right, finish.
All
Go
right, I'm
ahead.
trying to finish. So he's the same as you. He probably understands. It's probably inconvenience for him if the same thing happened, and he does understand. So that is your answer to an officer's discretion. It's up to him. He's not getting paid by giving you a ticket. He's not getting paid giving you Yeah, whether or not he gives you a ticket, he's not getting paid extra for it. It's at his discretion in what he feels like. So I wouldn't take an officer's a description of officer's discretion as a bad thing. Just behave, be a good guy. Now you can talk.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm not gonna thank officers because I've never been pulled over in a school zone. I'm not gonna kind of thank officers because
It was hypothetical.
in this
man.
hypothetical situation, they might not give somebody a ticket because they broke the law. Like that seems kind of ridiculous to me. And the issue that I had with what you brought up, you didn't bring up a scenario where I actually am going under the speed limit and I get pulled over just because a cop wants to give me a hard time.
Well,
Why
that
didn't you
happens
bring
as
up a
well.
scenario where I'm actually following the law? I get
There-
pulled over for some reason that the cop says that I was speeding, and I probably wasn't speeding, right?
There's minimum.
And then
speed
when I
limits
say,
as
well, I
if
actually
you-
don't
if you-
think I
if
was
you don't
speeding.
know.
Hold on, I get to talk now, right?
Well,
Right?
I'm
This isn't
rebutting
a
that.
back and forth, right?
Why are you
Or is it
trying
a
to
back and
control my
forth now?
life, man?
Well, I wanted a back and forth. If you don't want a back and forth, then I can leave. I don't mind.
Oh, that's fine. We don't care. We'll get somebody else in the box. It doesn't make any difference. But if you want to have a conversation, we can do that.
Well, I did want to have a conversation,
All right,
but
well,
you went on
okay, well, let's have a conversation,
monologuing, and
man.
now you're
We're not
interrupting me. Just-
arguing. This is
Oh,
not the
God,
live.
this
If
is
you want
funny,
to come
bro.
in and try to debate.
Well, look, you told me to calm down and to
This is
stop
hilarious.
talking. I did so, and now I'm talking, and you're interrupting me. So
Well, I
you
can
can't
do
have
that.
it both ways.
I'm absolutely allowed to do that once in a while.
Well, it just sounds like a hypocrite. It just sounds
It's not a
hypocritical,
hypocrite
that's
because
all.
it's his live, bro. He can do whatever he wants.
Well,
So-
yeah, he can, but it doesn't mean I have to respect him.
Well, you
right?
don't have to
Okay.
respect me at all. You don't have to respect me even if you're being behave. We can
The
have
cool
a
part about
conversation.
it, there's an X in the top right corner. You could leave whenever you want. So
Yeah, that's true. Look, I think the point here is that like Matthew and then the host, you guys do seem to be you have this like bootlicker energy
Wow.
about
Oh
you.
my
It's like
god.
whatever the cops say is like
They have
gospel.
respect for the law, and that's being a bootlicker, bro. You are delusional. Like,
They have no,
what
they
the
don't have
fuck are you
respect for the law.
talking
They have
about?
hey,
They
hey,
have a
host.
bootlicker
Remember when you said he
mentality.
was intelligent?
You know,
that was
you know-
funny, by the way.
This is why I kept talking, and I was wary about talking to you face. I don't know where I've seen you before. I've seen you on other lives, and I just
I don't
wanted
recognize
to kind
you,
of test
sorry.
it. I wanted to kind of test it a little bit, and it's starting to show. I know who you are.
I don't know who you are, bro.
I know who
don't
you are.
recognize you. I'm
I
sorry.
absolutely know who you are now, man.
Well, good for you. I don't care.
Yeah, it's fine. I've had my finger on disconnect for probably the entire time you've been up here because I had that.
Okay, cool. I
little
don't
bit of
care, bro.
feeling.
See ya. I'll make it easy for you.
All right. Yep. See you later, man.
Oh my! I've never been so happy that someone left in my entire life.
Yeah, I know.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, I've been on lives with that guy, and I just couldn't like put my finger on where he's been. I don't go on lives with this account, so I feel like a spy. So I go with a different account, and I go on other people's lives, and I know I have talked to that guy before. I know that I've been on lives with that guy before, and when I brought him up, he was a little bit different. Like he was more respectful than I've seen in the past. But
he was definitely.
I just had
I don't
that
know.
feeling that
He did not seem intelligent at all.
and when he started with you, Matthew, with the bootlicker thing, I'm like, I know where this guy's from. I absolutely know where he's
What is-
from.
Hey, what does bootlicker even mean?
It means like you
Bootlicker
kiss
is,
the police's
like the
ass.
dumbed down thing of
I don't. Okay, hang on 1 second,
All right.
because I just want to say one thing, and then I'll shut up about this. It is so easy to not get a ticket. Like Derek said, there are bad cops out there. I will admit, and I've been pulled over by some asshole cops before. But guess what? if you're still like not cool but respectful to them, I've never got a ticket even when I've been pulled over by state troopers, and state troopers are assholes. It is
I will agree with
They
you on
have
that.
to-
Absolutely,
they have to meet a quota. I've never got a ticket because I've just been like, yeah, man, I was doing this. Here you go. Like I've been going a criminal amount of speed before and have not gotten in trouble because I just am one. It helps. Okay, this might sound bad, but one, it helps to be to also be a first responder because they run your stuff and they're like, oh, all right, well, I'm not going to give this guy a ticket. So it does help to have that, but also it's just so easy to not. Yeah, and the whole discretion thing, he's like, I don't care if a cop gives me a break. You should, dude. He could give you a break, and that's the difference between a $500 ticket or going home, or
They could
going
have
to.
like impounded his shit. They could have impounded his shit, made him go down there, registered everything before he could even get out. They gave him a ticket, like they gave him discretion. It's like, I think he has like a personal beef with them or something.
I don't know how women get tickets, though. I really don't understand, bro. All you got to do is like bat your eyes at a cop, and he'll be fine.
That's, I don't know how to answer.
Nora, have you been pulled over?
I've been pulled over twice, and I did get away both times. But I was with the utmost respect for these men because they literally protect our communities.
Were you flirting a little bit though?
No, he was an older guy. He could have been like my dad or something.
But that's
some
They were
better.
both
It
like
makes those
older
older
dudes.
guys feel better.
I just run.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Derek, just
They ain't
run.
gonna
Just
catch
run
me.
from the- yeah, just run from the police.
I've ran from him before or got away, so I
Are
mean,
you
why
serious?
not? Hell yeah.
That's always a good thing to do. The first thing that pops
They didn't
into
catch
mind
me.
is run.
Well, they can't catch me when I'm on my bike sometimes, and
Oh, I run on foot, run through the woods. Yeah, I've done it. I think 3 times that I can remember where I didn't get caught. There was
Matthew,
one
they
time
probably
I
have their
kind of got
motorcycle
caught.
flagged.
Well,
No,
I've
I
done
don't.
that in my younger years for like underage drinking and stuff. I actually swam across a
Oh, hell yeah.
freaking river and hid in a tree for 6 hours.
Holy
And
I remember
shit.
one
Never
time
got caught,
it was
but,
me and the boys, and we bailed into a ditch. We ran into the ditch and then ran into the woods.
But
And they were
Derek,
shining the
even with
spotlight
your
out there.
analogy, when it's like just run.
What'd you do with the car?
I mean, what I'm trying to say
That's
is
how they
like,
caught me the
weird
last
would that
time.
look if like maybe if you had a tail light out and he pulled you over and you just fucking got out and bailed.
If they're pulling me over, it's probably for more than just a tail light.
Well, if you had a tail light, hypothetically, if you had a tail light out and you, through that analogy, just run. How?
Last time I had a tail light out, and I got a freaking absolute sobriety when I was like 19. I was like, what the fuck? I had a beer at a 4th of July party, and he pulled me over for a tail light out, and I ended up in jail for the night. I'm
But
like,
you
what the
got
fuck?
to actually think about the cop's perspective when he's looking through that. If he's like, oh man, this guy's got a tail light out. Maybe I should just tell him he's got a tail light out. And
If
get
if
that
you're on
fixed.
foot or you're a passenger, just run. They can't catch you.
But how does that look,
No, so-
man? If he's like,
So
I got to tell this guy.
If it's not your car, get the fuck out of there.
He's got a
on
tail
my
light out.
ninja, bro, I left to work. I left to work one day, and I was having a really, really rough shift. So I was going probably like 140, 150 just on the highway. And
What the
there
fuck
was
were
a
you
state
driving at going 140,
On
150?
his bike.
my
He was on a
ninja,
motorcycle.
Oh,
and
okay.
and this cop tried to pull me over. Dude, he looked like an ant. He literally looked like an ant behind me. That's how far he was. I pulled into my neighborhood, and I just pushed the garage door, went inside, and I've never driven that bike since, and haven't got anything. I probably still would get out of it because, it's like I said, being in my position, they don't really arrest people for that unless you're being really stupid. But
I
dude,
remember one time
I was flying.
I was underage drinking at a house party, and the cops showed up, and everyone's just like, lock the doors. They can't come in the house. So we locked doors and shut off all the lights and went upstairs and went to bed. And they were like circling the whole house. And the next day I woke up, a little hungover. Cops were gone. It was like, sweet deal.
Can I give a great example of when cops had amazing discretion? I got
Absolutely.
really, really drunk one time and was walking home from the bar, and I walked home thinking this was my house. And I walked into this house and I laid down on the couch and I woke up to the homeowner of the house, which wasn't ended up being my house, basically dragging me out into the middle of the street and calling
Oh
the
my
police
God.
because I was so drunk that I thought that this was my house. And the cop had every single right to be a little bit weird because I just broke into somebody's house. So he came up with his guns drawn, and he's like, "Hey man, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm going home." And he's like, "Where do you live?" And I gave him my thing. He's like, "Oh bro, you live down the street." And the homeowner was like, "Oh, was he drunk?" And it's like, "What do you?" And the cop's like, "What do you mean? Was he drunk? He could barely stand." So the cop drove me home after that, and this is the first time a cop's ever tucked me into bed too, bro. Like walked me inside and laid me in bed, bro. But and also I'll tell you this. My best friend, he's a cop. Do you know what Phoenix, Arizona? What they the police are so busy every night because they're working domestic violence, drug calls, and all these other like murder calls and everything. They are so busy. My best friend pulled this guy over who was stopped at a green light and he was drunk. And he's like, I don't want to give this guy, I don't have time to write this guy for a DUI and get his car towed. So he got in the guy's car, pulled it into a gas station. Then he put the guy in handcuffs, put him in the back of his car, looked up his address, drove him home, and then wrote on the guy's hand, "Here's where your car is parked."
Here's where your car is.
Yeah. And
We're that
and-
busy?
Yeah, and basically said, "I'm not going to give you a DUI tonight, but don't ever do that again." Dropped him off. Guess what? That's discretion. He did not give him a DUI. That is a felony.
That's kind of like I almost wish he would have, because would that guy learn from that? Would he really learn from that?
I mean,
Well,
What if he
it
was
me-
a chronic drunk and he did it all the time, and then the next time he went out and did it, he smashed a family of 4?
Derek,
What my
Getting a DUI,
what
we're
my-
gonna stop that
hold on
anyway.
a second,
What
Derek.
my
there's
best
probably a
friend- what
story
my
you
best
never
friend-
heard about your father-in-law. I lived in Eau Claire. One day, maybe I spent a little bit too much time at the bar. Lived in Eau Claire. I drove down an exit, and I was going home. My intentions were to go home. Probably not straight, but a cop did pull me over, and this is my thoughts on discretion, just for the fact that when he came to the car, I had my car still in drive, and when he asked for my driver's license, I let my foot off the brake, and I went to go, and I started to roll forward, and I stopped real quick. Well, that would probably be a big red flag there. I gave him everything I needed that he asked for, and he came back, and I figured, well, this is the last day. And he came back and he said, "Where do you live?" And I gave him the road, Spiros Lane, and he said, "I'm going to follow you all the way home. When you get to your house, I want you to wave to me, and we're good." He followed me all the way. I drove like a freaking grandpa. I was for that next 10 minutes, I was 80 years old.
You were slowing down to yellow lights, bro. Just like driving.
I got
Yeah.
there. I got out of my car, walked across the parking lot, walked up to my apartment, and I waved off the balcony to the guy. He flashed his lights and turned around. That's officer discretion.
Yeah, and Derek,
Right.
what I wanted to say to you with that whole thing is my friend who pulled him over, this kid was like 22, 23 years old, like never been stopped by the police before. He just was driving home. My friend was like, I didn't want to ruin his, like, I get it that he could have killed somebody, but
Right.
he's like, I didn't want to ruin this kid's life. I've seen more people drive drunk before who have
Now,
never learned. And
I don't know how it is in Arizona, but I don't know how the cops do it down there, because I've never been to Arizona. But I know in Wisconsin they also have discretion on what ticket they give you.
Yeah, see, in Arizona,
So like, they could drop the ticket down so it's not a felony or something like that.
You guys want to hear? Arizona is the weirdest state when it comes to DUIs, and I'll give you an example. If I were to get in my car, if I were to drink one beer right now, I get in my car, I'm driving, and a deer or like a bunny runs out in the middle of the road, and I swerve and I miss it, and then I start driving again, and a cop pulls me over, and he's like, "Hey, I think you're drunk," and I'm like, "No, I've only had one beer," and he breathalyzes you, and you blow anything, you go to jail for a DUI because Arizona's it's called a zero tolerance state.
Not
meaning-
even 0.8.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so
different than Wisconsin. We got
so
0.8.
meaning if you blow anything, like if you blow like the lowest amount ever, you can still get a DUI because you are driving under the influence.
Wow.
And then is it felony on top of it too?
So like you said, you can Arizona has actually become a state now because so many people have taken cops to court because they had one beer and they're like, I wasn't drunk, I had one beer. And the judicial system has been really frustrated about it, that these people are getting pulled over because they had one beer and they weren't impaired. They were just driving under the influence. So now it's kind of like what you said. It's not a felony. It's like a misdemeanor and it won't be on your record anymore. So like if I got pulled over right now for a DUI, probably I'm getting booked in there. I'm probably going to spend the night in jail. I'll probably get a low fine. But
Do you get points on your license?
if you have been a felon before and have drank and drive before, yes. But if not, no, you don't. But a zero tolerance state is insane.
That's
Wisconsin, I think it's like your
crazy.
fourth one's a felony.
Four?
I think you gotta drink and drive like 4 different times. I work with a guy who's on his fourth, but it's so weird because his is so spread out. He got one. His first one was in like the 90s, and then he got one in like 2005, and then his third one was like 2008, and now he just recently got his fourth one, and they're trying to ding him with a felony.
Derek, like I said, bro, if you and I were in the car together driving and I'm driving drunk, bro, and the cop pulls us over, I got tinted ass windows in the back row. I'm pulling you into the front seat and I'm jumping my big ass over to the passenger seat. And
That's
and
cool. I don't drink and drive anymore.
Yeah. And you'll be like, yeah, man, I was driving the entire time. And I'll just be over there just fucking drunk. I don't drink and drive either because it's
very dangerous.
It's
Very dangerous.
Well, also
I
here
did it when I
it's-
was younger, so I'm a little bit of a hypocrite, but the last time I did it, I smashed my truck into an elderbush swamp. The other side of the road was all tree line, and I'm just like, I think I'm done with this.
Yeah.
And that was the last time I drank and drove. No, whenever I go out drinking, if I go out drinking, my wife usually drives. Well, she drives anyways, but that's
You
besides the
make
point.
Marissa drive everywhere.
I know. I don't like to drive.
I usually walk everywhere. Like if I'm going to the bars, bro, and they're like walking distance, I'll get drunk and I'll walk because when I walk while I'm drunk, everything is funnier too. Like I'll just be walking on the street and just be like heckling people while I walk. It's funny.
Oh
Not
my
like
Nice.
not like heckling like in a bad way. I'm just like just talking to people and shit.
If I know I'm drinking, I definitely will get an Uber.
Yeah.
I don't really drink that much anymore.
I don't either.
I drink
I went out to
because I like it, but I'm responsible with it.
I'm more like for
I stay
like
home.
parties or like a celebration or something like that. I'm not just gonna like sit at home and
I
drink
went-
all day.
Or Coachella.
I went to a cousin's birthday
Or
like last weekend,
Coachella.
and I had a lot of whiskey sours. I don't remember how many whiskey sours I had,
I remember you.
but I
on
only
the
spent
back from the
$12. I
motorcycle.
was pretty
That was
impressed.
weird.
I have a theme of me drinking while I'm at home and peeing myself, so I don't drink that much anymore. And I'll admit that I'm a 25-year-old male, and I'll drink a lot, and I'll wake up and my jeans are soaked in piss because I just pissed my pants. So yeah,
I've done some dumb shit when I was drinking.
Yeah.
I remember waking up in the hammock that we used to have in the backyard. I don't know how I got there. I just woke up in the hammock. I woke up in her shed one time.
Men
Don't know
wake
how I
up.
got in there.
Men wake up in the funniest places because we're like, I just want to go sleep. Here's an unoccupied structure. Probably I'm gonna go take a nap in the shed, and you're like, what the
This
fuck?
is-
How did I get here?
One time I went out to the bar and I woke up on somebody's porch. I don't know how I got. That's why I needed to quit drinking. I did dumb things.
Nah, it was. I think the breaking point for me, was waking up in somebody else's house, but I woke up on the floor of a casino to the casino people being like, "Hey, man, you need to go to your room, or you need to leave the premises immediately, or we're trespassing you." And I woke up. I was I was passed out in the middle of the slot machines, just like on the ground. Because I was
I
so
got
drunk.
kicked out of Lambeau Field one time because I got too fucked up. Oh, so embarrassing.
How do you get kicked out of Lambo? You never,
I never heard of that
people-
story.
people never get kicked out of Lambo.
I drank a shit. It was like family day, like Packer family day, and I don't even like sports, but I was like, oh yeah, Packer family day. It'll be a good time. And they had buzz balls at the concession stand, and I got fucked up, and they kicked me out.
I've never heard anybody get kicked out of Packer Family Day, but you never told me that story. But I got a weird story. I learned
I got
of
so
this
many.
story actually this morning. When I get up, because we have chickens and we have cameras, so I always look, and it said a person was detected at 12:30, and I'm like, a person? Who the fuck is up at 12:30? I go to bed. We usually go to bed around 7:30. I wasn't drinking, heavily or anything like that, and I would expect that on a Saturday morning, but not on a work day. But anyway, I opened it up, and here is myself walking out onto our front patio, sitting down, having a cigarette, just sitting in a chair, and like it looks maybe like halfway through the cigarette, I kind of dozed off again, fell asleep, woke back up after a few seconds, and I have no recollection of that at all. And my wife says, "Yeah, you got up. I asked you where you're going, and you just said nothing. You just walked out of the bedroom, walked down 13 stairs, went outside, and sat down, had your cigarette."
I like how you counted how many stairs there was.
Well, there's
you walked
13
down
because I fell
13.
down them already. So
Yeah.
I know how many stairs there are, but that is weird.
You ever get? Well, I'll ask Derek.
I want to
this
stop you for a
because-
second. Just Marissa, she's right at the bottom of the chat. That's my daughter. Derek, you're being watched.
That's okay.
All right, carry on.
So yeah, I'll ask this question because your father-in-law is in here, but I'll also lead into a story when I say it. Getting drunk with your parents or your dad is so strange because growing up for me, like, never let my dad see me like actually drink, So then like when I get drunk, when I've been drunk with him before, it's just kind of strange because he sees how hard I could go. And he's like, where'd you learn to drink like that? I'm like, what do you think I did from ages, 15 to 19 for 4 years straight? Like, that's all I did. And it was just strange because, you come home and we have weird stories like that too, where I'd be like going outside to go like sleep on sleep in like a chair outside because it's cold out. My dad's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I want to go sit outside and look at the stars, and I'll pass out drunk out there. It's just so strange to drink around your parents. And I wanted to know, is it weird when you like get drunk or have drinks around your father-in-law, or not really?
No, I'm fine with Derek drinking.
No,
I don't
not
think
really.
there's ever been any bad episodes
Yeah.
with that.
We're fine.
Yeah, that's good at least, because I know some people
I don't think
are
so.
like, oh, I can't drink in front of my father-in-law or my mother-in-law or anything like that. I'm like, well,
We just
that's
yap.
Yeah, that's good.
And Jeff's a yapper. He likes to talk a lot.
You bet. Like I'm doing right now. I'm still drinking, taking, man. I'm not shy about it. I do drink, and yeah, I do talk a lot, but I also do. I keep the perspective. You know, don't overdo it. Don't well, people make an ass out of themselves from time to time, but try not to do that because that's going to leave an impression. But yeah, Derek, when he comes over and he wants a beer, Derek, you were here like a couple weeks ago, and you wanted a beer.
Yeah, when you had that party.
Yeah, we had a party and everything
I had
like
a-
that. So
I think it was some spotted cow.
yeah, spotted cow, and somebody
I
left
had like
that,
2 or 3 spotted cows.
and then somebody left that really nasty
That Liney's.
lining Kugel's what was it?
Orange.
Something. I don't know who was it.
Orange crap.
If you're on my live and you were here, Darnell, Donovan, if you guys brought that, I had to give it away. I gave it to Concepcion's, my wife's son, because I never drank an orange peel before, but that's exactly what that tasted like.
Did you ever find out whose it was?
I have no idea, but her son took it home, and you know,
What's
God rest his
for
soul.
the panel and everything? What's one alcohol that you can't drink anymore? Because it's like, oh, I'll get like it's either a bad experience where you got really hungover on it.
Mad Dog
Or-
Oh
2020.
God, Hennessy.
Mad
Hennessy.
Dog 2020.
Yes, I have this friend. She's black, and her family drinks Hennessy. Went to a barbecue. This was like, I don't know, like a couple of years ago, and they drink Hennessy, and it's like a cognac. And oh my God, I can't even smell that shit. It's
Ma-
horrible.
I remember the day. I remember the setting and everything like that. But Mad Dog 2020. I don't even know if I was even of drinking age at that time. I think that the drinking age for me at that time was 18. Now it's 21, pretty much across the board, correct?
I did.
Yeah.
I got invited to the
But
cookout.
I remember
It is
all of
21.
us in a van. It's kind of foggy, but we were in a van. I don't even know where we were parked, but we were like passing that bottle around and we're drinking it. And apparently the police came. I'm not really sure why. They came though. Probably because we were probably in the parking lot for about 6 hours. But they came and they said that we weren't allowed to leave or anything like that. But I drank so much of that Mad Dog 2020, and there's apple flavor, and I can't remember what the other flavor was, but we were just drinking that. That is something I'll never forget. That smell, I'll never forget. That taste, I'll never forget. And when I'm in the store and we're going down that aisle, I see it, and pictures start flashing in my mind, and no way, never will I touch that again.
For me, it's Knob Creek whiskey, bro. I can't have any more of that. I had a day where I had to watch my parents' house because they were out of town. So I came down and was watching their house. So I invited like a couple of my friends over, and we were drinking. And I probably drank probably like almost the entire bottle. And I was sick for like 3 days afterwards. I can't even look at that. I
I don't know.
I will get
Sorry, go
nauseous.
ahead.
I'll get nauseous
I'm
even if
kind
I
of
look at it.
uncomfortable right now because I have my daughter. My daughter is down in the chat right now, and she's naming off shit that she drank. And come on,
She doesn't drink.
you're on your father's live, and you're telling me about all this shit
How
you
old is
drank
she?
that you would. My daughter,
Yeah.
Marissa.
31.
I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh,
28.
you're acting like she's a teenager or something. She's 31 years old.
31.
You know what she was doing when she was around that age, though.
I don't
you're-
want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about it. Come on. A father never wants to hear that shit. A father doesn't. I got grandchildren. I get it. I know what happened up to that point, but I don't want to talk about it. All right, I don't want to talk about it. I absolutely don't. And I think that there's probably, people who are watching that are fathers. I'm going to bring up Hoonigan in a second. So Hoonigan, I'll bring you up in a little bit.
Oh, Hoonigan's cool as shit. He's cool as fuck. You guys don't like him.
You know who he is?
Yeah.
All right.
He
So
was
I'll
in all.
bring him up, and I just want you to be respectful and join in the conversation. But
I
Marissa,
think there was another guy named Hoonigan, but I don't know if I know this one.
Marissa is my daughter.
What's
so,
up, guys?
I don't want to hear.
What's up, fella?
I don't want to hear about that.
Oh,
I don't
boy.
want to see it. I know what happened. I know how my grandchildren came into the world. Derek, you asshole. But I just
She left now.
I'm the grandfather.
Yeah, I didn't
It's not
want
a
to be
picture. It's not a picture
disrespectful.
that we want to see. I want to see. So hooligan.
Wait, what?
Are you
Yes,
crashing
sir.
your car?
Bro, what are you doing?
I live on a small little farm, and
Sorry, this isn't the Hoonigan that I know. My bad.
Okay, well,
Why did he
hooligan,
mute?
Oh, he left. Cool.
I'm not really sure what just happened here.
Well,
It
what's
was going
on? What's
super
host?
fast. First he was muted
Host?
and then he was disconnected. All right.
Host
Where'd he
is gonna
go?
say-
Hoonigan, I'll
Host
bring
is
you
just
back
gonna
up.
do this.
I'm not sure what happened with you, but
what the
Sorry.
hell?
what the hell? What?
What?
We all don't even know what happened to you.
God damn it,
Uh-huh.
Hoonigan!
That
God
is
damn.
literally some mustache men shit right there. I mean,
What's
I just
that?
walk for a second and I get banned.
Mustache man shit. Okay.
Are
What's
you
on your
right?
mind, man?
Are you a bootlicker, Hoonigan?
Oh,
Matthew.
Well, hold on.
let's
No,
not do
no,
that.
hold on,
Let's not do
Matthew.
that. Let's not do
No,
that.
Matthew. What do you mean a bootlicker?
No, I'm
That
just
can mean
kidding. I
several
was
things
just
because
kidding.
I
I
live
was
in the
kidding.
country, so.
I was kidding. Someone called me that. So I
It was
wanted
it
to
was
use
just
it.
a joke. You had to be here before.
No,
that.
you're,
So,
no. I've got a dark sense of humor, so that's why I'm running with it.
It means
So
like
you're
a
good.
It means like a kiss ass, but it was a joke. The guy before me called me a bootlicker, so I wanted to test it out.
I mean,
but
I mean,
I was
I mean,
just
if they scrubbed it really nice, maybe
Oh,
Clorox the
all
butthole
right.
a little bit, I'd be with it. But you know,
all
Oh
right.
my god.
Whom again? I gotta
Yes,
ask
sir.
you this because you're on my live. What's on your
go
mind?
for it, brother. What's on my mind?
Sure.
Why do we call it taking a shit when technically we're leaving it behind?
that's a good point, actually.
It's absolutely a good question.
That's a great question.
But now I gotta get to this point. That's on your mind.
If you start taking a shit at 11:50 and then you end at midnight, it's technically the same shit, different day. If you
Exactly. You know what? Hey, it's all on the perception. Hey, I live out in the country, so you know what? I get it. You know, I'm just saying.
I had that happen to me when it hit New Year, like a New Year. So technically, it was same shit, different day, different year. And I
Oh,
was,
dude.
I was
Hey,
mesmerized.
dude, I was literally getting a Blumpkin when it turned New Year. So you know what? Winning.
You were getting a Blumpkin.
55,000 likes. Wow, good job.
Well, thank you very
Awesome.
much.
We're getting 55,000 likes. We're talking about Blumpkins and
Yeah,
shit.
Blumpkins.
Right?
and just
Hey,
weird-
wait, what? Hey, we're humans. What's wrong with that? That was the best way to celebrate a New Year's. It was like, all right, you know what? Hail to me. You know what? I'm not Jesus, but close enough. Cool.
So what's on your mind tonight? What brought you up? What stopped you from scrolling on TikTok to stop here?
I'm not even going to lie. I'm literally sitting on my front porch enjoying this beautiful weather and doom scrolling and inebriated at the same time. So it's
Nice.
beautiful.
So
Where are you?
You were doom scrolling and you just happened to stop here. Why? What happened?
Right. Because I like coming into random lives. Look, Look, I'm sitting here. Yeah.
That's not what I thought you would look like at all. I'm sorry. I really.
No. Dude, you're good. I am
Ugh.
literally past the point. Like, I am literally sitting here, like, you know what? Watching the cat go crazy. And, yeah, the goat's under the porch. I'm out here in the middle of
We'll have
nowhere
to
and I'm
go.
enjoying the beer.
Can I
Yeah.
say something to the host real quick? I had it on my mind, but I just
Sure.
want to say it to him.
Cluck Norris.
I am gonna come in on my other account, my main account tonight, because I finally get it back after a week-long ban.
Yep.
And there's a lot of people that I know that want to come into your live that follow me. So I'm gonna invite a lot of them if you go live tomorrow.
Oh, absolutely. We go live 6 days a week.
So I just want to let you know because I have like 5,000 followers on that one, and there's a lot of people that are like, "Oh, I'm gonna join your live when you join the What's on Your Mind guys live," and I'm like, "Why don't you just join his live to begin with?" Like, I don't know why you got to wait for me. Yeah, but,
Dude, Matthew, hey, do you all watch that TV show online called Paranormal Caught on Camera?
no.
Oh, I was going to say, shit. I actually sold a video of mine I took to that company, and it's airing in 2026.
I'm
Well,
gonna bring up
the new
Mackie.
season.
Really? Come on. We didn't
You
have
tell him,
anybody
Mackie.
right away. We didn't have any
That was
trolls today.
that
I
was
thought I was gonna be
that
troll
was a
free.
woman.
And
Usually it's
Yep.
a male troll.
absolutely.
I've never seen a woman
Maybe
troll
we should have
before.
let her stay
Wow.
up a little bit, but
Yeah, bring her back. I got $100. I'm happy with that.
no, I gotta draw a line at that.
I don't gotta
because
pay for that,
TikTok
bro.
is full of that bullshit. So
Sorry. I'll not talk
Lucky.
about that. Yeah. I tell him I'm a firefighter and it just happens. I don't know.
Hey,
You guys hilarious.
Lucky.
I love Hoonigan, bro. Hoonigan,
I think
never
this is the first
changed,
night-
brother.
wait, I gotta put this in the
Hey,
I think
you
this is
know
the
what?
first night that I had a female troll.
This is my first female. We just lost our female troll virginity together. Wow.
Are you,
Right.
like, walking on the
Wait.
highway?
You do firefighting?
Yes, sir.
Hey, that's actually cool because you know what the funny thing is I'm adult and child CPR certified and AED certified. My neighbor is on the fire department, and I had an ex whose boyfriend decided to pull up into my driveway and run his mouth because his ex couldn't stop driving past my house, and they showed up with their quote unquote pew pews and was like, look, either you leave or we're going to bury you in the backyard. I'm like, that's my boys.
So what happened?
What happened was I was like, look, get out the car if you're going to try to start crap. I'm going to beat your monkey butt around this yard. And well, then my neighbor and his son showed up with their ARs and was like,
Not
look,
the monkey butt. That's crazy.
yeah, well, no, they're white. He's white. Don't make it a racist thing. He's white, but yeah, they were like, look, either you leave now or we bury you in his backyard tonight. And I was like, well, my neighbor's a cop and well, he's a firefighter. I'm like, so I'd listen to what they say.
Wow. Well, good for you, man. Shit.
Right?
Hoonigan, you need to come in more often. I like Hoonigan.
Well, you know what? Here, I'll send you a follow and I'll come in as much as I can when I'm not out, pilfering
Inebriated.
villages. And hey, I get inebriated once a month, and this is my day, damn it. I
Only
will
once
get
a month?
inebriated as much as I want. Well, I'm a peer support specialist. I can't go past that.
Oh, okay.
You're a peer support specialist? That's hilarious.
Yes,
bro.
sir.
That's awesome.
Well, exactly, because me being a peer support specialist isn't based on alcoholism; it's based on other factors. So yeah, I'm good.
So, fill me in on that because I don't even know what that is. What is the peer support?
Well, I work for. I'll just put it this way: I work for a university, as a person who helps people with mental and substance abuse
Wait,
issues.
I think I know. I think I was in a live that you were in, and we were arguing with some guy about the prison system. Was that you?
Yeah, yes.
Yes, yes. That guy was
Yes.
a freaking idiot, bro. He was so
Yeah.
dumb.
Yes, exactly.
And
So
yeah,
like I tell people and they're like, "Wait a minute, you drink?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I drink." And they're like, you help people with substance abuse issues." I'm like, "There's a difference between a drunk and an alcoholic." I'm like, I drink
host.
when I want to. So, I mean, there's
So
a difference there.
me and Hoonigan were in a live, and there was some guy who was trying to say that if you were a if you don't get a college degree, you are not as smart as somebody who has a college degree. And
Yeah, stupid
he was
people.
trying to tell me that a psychologist, even though she has not or they have not like been where I'm at, knows more. I mean, yes, they do know more about mental health than I do, but says they know more about what goes on in a fire department or with a first responder in mental health than somebody who's a legit first responder who deals with people with mental health on a daily basis.
Right.
That
Water in the flowers.
pretty much goes, hand in hand with there's a lot of people who are like book smart. Book smart, it gives you, I'm not going to put it down. It gives you a little bit of insight, but I think that being out there in that workforce and doing those things, that's giving you actual ability.
Yeah, but he was trying to tell me, the person that doesn't have a 4-year college degree and doesn't have just as a 2-year college
Right.
degree, that I will never amount to anything, even though I've seen more money in the past 2 months than he's probably ever seen in his entire life. So
Matthew, don't listen to him because I actually had this same argument earlier. Like I told the guy, he's like, "Well, I'm in college and I'm getting my associates and graduate, blah, 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 blah." And I was like, "Look, buddy," I'm like, just because you're in school, dang under the sun. And I'm like, and I am entrusted to help people along their journeys, whether it's substance abuse, mental issues, whatever. I'm like, and he's like, "Well, you drink." I'm like, "Yeah, and your point?" I'm like, my vice back in the day was pills. I'm like, I get it,
hey, if
but
you
you know
ever
what?
join that guy's live again, or if you ever join the live that guy comes in, please invite me, because I
Oh
want
yeah, you're good, bro.
because I want to light into that guy again, and I haven't seen him. I try to find his account because he's just an idiot.
Oh
So
yeah, I mean it's ridiculous how people try to equate school with actual lived experience. It's like, really? I'm like, that's why you're ignorant, especially in
there
2026.
was a quote that Samuel L. Jackson said, and he said, "I know people who have college degrees who are the dumbest fucking people I've ever met, but people who don't have college degrees who are the smartest people I've ever met." I'm like, yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
Bro, are
It's
you
all about
on a
lived
highway
experience,
right
about
now?
life.
What is happening?
I'm sitting on my front porch watching the sun go down, drinking a beer, and people are driving by. The main road is up from my front porch.
Oh, gotcha.
Living the life.
Right here. I'll transfer it to you all so you can see it. There you go. There's the road.
Wow, that looks like a vibe. That looks beautiful.
Well, yeah, I
It's a nice
literally
balcony
live.
right there.
Yeah, I live out in the middle of nowhere.
So much room for activity.
Exactly, Step Brothers. That's right.
Love that movie.
What are you looking at, you little whiner?
Bro just chose violence on his dog.
Right?
I don't know what's happening in this live anymore. I've only had like 4 hours of sleep in the last week, so I don't know what's going on.
I was on a live earlier. Dude is a vegan. I don't talk on the internet very much. But he was like this is the dumbest shit I ever heard.
What was he saying?
He's just saying how
I don't know. He was like contradicting himself. He was saying it's okay to eat meat, but it's not okay to slaughter animals. And I'm like,
Oh, I know that guy.
wow.
I've seen that guy before. He's an idiot, dude. And you know what I always say to those people who are like, "Oh, I would never kill an animal," and I went, "Really? If you were borderline starving, like there was no other option, you would kill an animal. Absolutely."
Dude,
I
you
just
know
think
what?
I don't think they're stupid. I think they're just trying to get content for fucking money. I don't think because you listen to them talk and it's very, very what's the word? Like they pick and choose what they want to say. They always got a gotcha shit.
Everybody's got a script, and
You know what?
the first
Yeah.
Then that's how you
Script.
for a
cancel.
long time. I'm gonna shed a light on that because I'm gonna admit that I am the king of trolling. As far
You
as
should turn
being
up your mic, Jeff.
What's that?
You should turn up your mic. You're
Well,
hard to hear.
I was leaning back. How's
Oh,
this?
there you are.
Is it better?
Yep, that's better.
Yeah, I used to troll vegan lives because they're where I work. Don't say it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
I was doing it, and I always made it like my goal to research more and more things as far as veganism, and so I do. I have my own script. My script is a script to if I decided to go on a vegan thing, and I don't do it so much anymore. I'm more preoccupied
Hoonigan,
with
can you mute yourself real quick?
what I'm doing right now.
Thank you.
But they do have a script. They do have a strict thing that they follow, and it's always looking for a got you. And I have scripts that can counter that and give you give them a got you as well. But
I don't even think they're really vegan. I think they're just playing the part.
they're playing.
I don't think they're
playing the
genuine.
game. And right now, what we're doing right now, on my live, I'm going to admit that I'm playing the game as well. I'm looking for something new that people are going to start coming to, and I'm not going to say that. Hey, I'm not looking for anything but conversation with somebody. Nobody on a social network is inviting people to come and talk to them without having something to compensate them.
I have a question real quick. Am I allowed to call you Jeff instead of host?
Yeah, you can call me Jeff. Yeah, absolutely.
Because there's been some times where I've said that to like Dave said their name and I'm like, all right, I'll call you by their name, and they're like, only like my closest friends or people who've been in my life for a while can call me Jeff.
Yeah,
I
How
saw
old are those
I'm not
people?
conceited. I don't have a
Those
stick up
kids?
my ass. You can call me by my name.
I'm just making sure. Hey, if you have a stick up your ass, that's fine if you like it. But
Just don't call them late for dinner. That's all.
There
yeah,
you
I
go.
love
There you
using
go.
that line.
I'm
You can
gonna
call me
bring
whatever
up
you want.
one
Just
more
don't call me late for
person
dinner.
to join you guys. I'm not sure if I can pronounce your name, Plox,
It's good.
but I'm gonna bring you up. You want to come up? We got a few minutes left. We got about 20 minutes.
Oh, we got another girl in here. Nice.
Yeah, we got
Wait,
another girl.
hey.
So Nori, you're not
Hello.
alone. So
Derek.
how you doing,
Oh,
Plox?
Oh, me? How am I doing? I'm good.
Oh, good. What's on your mind? You been listening or not?
Well, you said something about vegan, so I kind of stopped, but it sounds like you're not talking about that now.
Well,
The
we're-
only thing on my mind,
The
Oh.
topic is what you make it. That's the beauty
Right.
of this live, I guess.
it's funny. It's really not very entertaining, but I'll tell you what's on my mind. I'm going to be
What's
very
What do you mean? What's not very entertaining?
well.
Just-
I'm going to answer. I'm going to answer literally, like
All right.
what is on my mind.
All right.
Okay.
She was saying what's on her mind isn't entertaining, not like
Yeah.
our
Oh, yeah.
live-
Sorry. No. Yeah. Me. Not you guys.
not
Sorry.
our live and
Okay, so for some reason, I'm living with my mom, and I'm kind of caregiving for her. She's pretty independent, but like a year ago, I noticed she had what could be like a really big mole on her face, but it could also just be like an age spot. But it's slightly anyway. It just occurred to me. I was like, because I'm like in charge of her. I was like, oh my god, I need to like take her to a dermatologist. I need to like get this checked, right? But it hasn't changed. It's pretty big, but it hasn't changed shape in like a year. Anyway, so literally that's what's on my mind.
Oh wow,
I'm stressing a bit.
You said so many words in such a short time.
Bro,
Basically, I'm worried about a
Plugs.
mole on my mom's face.
Plugs,
But
I like
and I'm
I like your laugh. It's like it's hilarious. It's one of those ones where it's like
Jesus.
it's
I'm
like
gonna
dry
bring up
not dry heaving, but
who is
it's
this?
funny.
I'm a smoker, so I guess that doesn't help.
Androtega. What's up? What's on your mind? We got a few minutes left, so what's on your mind?
Jeff, look at his account. He's like a 12-year-old.
He's 12?
I can't see it right away. I gotta keep looking in there. Then I gotta.
Yeah, he left. There you go. I got him. I told you I got him.
Yep.
Been in your live before?
Click on his account. Click on his account. The first three videos are a legit like infant, bro.
What's
looks
really funny is that I want to explain this to you all right now that as a creator such as myself. No, I got Joey. Joey, hold on a second. I'll bring you up here. We got 6 people. So Joey, hold on. For as far as me that I'm providing this platform, when I gotta look at each and every person, I can't do it. So I kind of like take you on your word, I guess. Let me up. So Joey, please be a good guy. I don't want to
be a good boy, Joseph. Be a
infant.
good boy.
So Joey, what's on your mind? What you got
Oh,
going
damn
on?
it. I wanted to say something to Derek.
You want to say something to Derek? Okay.
Yeah, Derek. Like you said, you were going through the vegan panels, and hey, I get that.
No, I
know
go
what?
through the
I live
vegan
in the
panel.
country.
Derek doesn't. I do it.
Well, hey, you know what? Both of you. Okay, I get that, and you know what? I respect that. But I'm gonna give you all some insight.
Okay.
The next time a vegan asks you why do you eat meat, use the same words that I used in the last panel I was in. Look, I watched my children be born, and I still eat. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god!
And you know what?
Why?
As simple as that.
You waited all
I thought you were about to say
time
eat
come up
babies,
here
by
and
the
say
way.
that?
No.
But then I figured it out.
Hey, Hoonigan.
Yeah, so you're smart.
Hoonigan, I love you, brother. I love you, brother. Go take a lap. Go run in that field for a minute. Go run around.
You waited
hell,
all this
dude.
time for me to add you up just to say that.
Yes,
I
I
gotta talk to Derek real quick, and then he goes on this fucking
All right,
rant. Oh,
go
dude,
ahead.
I can't.
Dude, I'm watching the sunset. I am not running anywhere. I'm watching this sunset
Ooh.
right now.
I told you,
Good.
it's beautiful.
Derek, do you know this guy?
Who?
This guy who's talking to you right now.
Hoonigan? No.
No, I'm just epic and people love me. That's just how I am.
Oh, you're just
He only
picking and
gets to do
choosing
this once a
people.
month.
Joey, what's
I
going
would
on?
definitely run in
Joseph?
that field, though. Just saying.
It
I'd take
looked
a
very
run.
peaceful there.
I got you, bro.
What's going
I'd
on,
go frolic.
Joseph?
What are we waiting on?
Yeah, just what's going on? What's on your mind?
Not much. Just the
It kind of got
potential
uncomfortable
baby
for a
eater
second,
was
don't you-
kind of
don't you
an
agree?
interesting topic.
He's gone now. He went to go run in his field.
Joey, you're still here. Joey, you're the newest person on the live. So what's on your mind, man?
Is this like just an open like topic kind of situation?
Yeah, you're the
Yeah.
topic.
Oh, fantastic. So how many of you live in the U.S.?
Me.
I do.
Me.
Sorry, that was an eagle sound. Yeah, I live in the U.S.
The vast majority of everybody.
All right.
So how are things going for you guys?
Fine.
Like
Awesome.
overall.
I'm doing good.
No complaints.
No complaints.
No complaints about living in the U.S. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Like
No,
Oh,
no
yeah.
room for improvement.
Oh,
we
yeah,
nailed
bro.
it. We've peaked.
We've peaked, bro.
We are in our fullest form.
Bro, we had our
I'm feeling
president.
great.
Our president just ordered DoorDash to the White House, bro. We're chilling. We're fine.
Perfect. You know what? It is honestly, I truly believe this. America is now we're just seeing it visually in front of us every day.
We are
How
the
ridiculous
we are
we
the
have always
funniest.
we are the funniest country of all time. I will admit.
Like, how does SNL survive?
Well, that's
with
the thing,
us doing
babe.
just what we do.
How is SNL not hilarious, bro? Dude. I was watching the Erica Kirk Drewski thing for about, bro. I was in tears. Like, we are so funny as a country. You guys gotta go watch that, by the way.
Joey,
Except,
where
like,
are you?
In the U.S., obviously.
Oh, I thought you were asking from outside the U.S. Like, what are you guys thinking?
God,
Oh, yeah.
no, that'd
Okay.
be awful. No, I understand.
Well, it'd make our answers a little meaner.
That'd be
sounding.
awful. Bro said that'd be awful. Yeah, bro.
I tried to run to Canada, but I had a DUI like 20 years ago. So like,
They run a strict program on that one. Yeah.
yeah, they don't like us having they don't like Americans with DUIs.
Yeah, you can't go in with a DUI.
But
yeah.
they also like to. I'm not
Where's
gonna say
that?
that. Never
Where's
mind.
that?
Never mind.
Going with the
I
DUI.
was about to say something crazy.
George Bush Jr. Was actually denied entry for about 48 hours because he had a DUI.
That's hilarious.
So they denied the president of the United States entry for like 2 days because he had a DUI.
Wait, George Bush like Jr. had a DUI.
George
I
Bush
didn't know.
Jr.
Yeah,
George
I didn't
Bush
know.
Jr. had a DUI, and they literally denied him.
Did he get one
entry
while
for-
he was the president, or was it before?
Yeah, they allowed it after 2 days.
No.
but
I'm
two
saying like,
days-
did he get the DUI while he was a president? Because that'd be
No, God,
hilarious
no.
if he
No,
did.
no.
Oh,
This
okay.
was
I
like
was
in
like,
his early years.
that'd be so funny if he did.
But yeah, he got it in his early years, and then he tried to go across for an event, and they were like, "Yep, you can't come in here." And they're like, "What do you mean? I'm the president." And he was like, "Yeah, we don't do DUIs." And he's like, "I'm the president." And they're like, "That's fantastic." So they had to like do a whole separate process for federal officials, and now they have a process that's easier. Obviously, it's not that big of a deal, but he had to wait 2 days.
Can you imagine?
Just to go into the country.
By the way, that's not true. Someone just said if he's
You
not.
guys can't hear that, right?
No. What?
Can you imagine?
I
being
answered
the
a phone call.
president And
well,
he's
yeah,
like,
I could definitely.
Nope, we didn't hear
you're
you.
like, no.
Okay.
I want to point out the comment real quick. That's in the comments. And if he's not in office, he's just a regular citizen. If you've been the president and you're not in office, you're not a regular citizen.
No, absolutely. I
Yeah,
agree with that.
You get
don't
followed
to be-
around every single day. You still have to go do interviews and everything. Like you are
Don't you
not a
get
regular
you get Secret
citizen.
Service still? You get a
for
whole
the
your
rest
whole
of your
life.
life. For the rest of your
Yeah.
life, you are not a regular citizen at all.
Yep.
Man, I would hate that.
I
I like having a little cave to hide in where no one knows where I am.
Yeah, me too. Me
If I
too.
was the president and I would, I was no longer the president, I just think that it would become annoying that every time I turn around, here's a guy like peeking around the corner.
Right.
It would be
That would
so
be
fucking annoying.
Well, you have to have a real lust for power at that point. So you probably are like, yeah, that's right. You follow me around.
I
You
wish
know,
I did.
people like
I wish
that.
I wish I didn't have Secret Service, but I wish I had media training because I say some crazy shit sometimes, and I wish somebody would be like, "Hey, man, why don't you just shut the fuck up, okay?"
Oh, you can practice that by talking to people socially. You can just talk to people, and then when they seem a little put off by what you say, you'll know it was rude.
Oh yeah.
You can do it. I believe in you.
That's why you gotta lead with the weird shit. Find out what they like.
You know what? That's a really good point. Whoever made that point, you do lead with the weird shit. People have told me I'm kind of annoying when they first meet me, but then they really like me afterwards. It's like perfect because I don't have to
notice
like
that you talk like
build up
super
to it.
fucking fast.
I wear
Am I really?
weird. I wear really weird shirts.
I'm not sure
That
anybody
helps.
else who's listening to blogs right now. That can't be.
Can
your
you
name.
not- Yeah,
we all
what's,
are.
What's your name?
Am I really going too fast?
No, what's
What's
your name?
what?
I understand.
What's my name? Me?
Yeah. What's that?
It's literally random letters. Like I clicked random letters. I just
Okay,
switch it.
that's-
I actually don't like to have.
Sure it is. Sure.
How should I present you when I'm talking to you?
I mean, my name's Allie. I don't expect.
Okay,
Clocks
Allie.
is fine.
Could I
Whatever you
call
say is
you?
fine.
Could I call you P Dog? Is that all right?
Oh yeah. Oh
All
yeah.
right, P Dog, Allie, whatever it is. Allie, you're talking like super fast, like you drank like a 6-pack of Red Bull.
Hmm.
So I'm trying to catch up with you, but yeah, go ahead. You're
You know, I think
being
I try and be
lovely.
polite. I try and be quick and polite so that
No,
other people
you're
can
you're
talk.
doing
But I want to
good.
get my
You're
point
doing
across.
good. You're doing good.
She sounds very literate.
She sounds
she uses
to me.
very
that-
smart.
Jeff, I think you're just slow.
I am slow because I'm,
Oh, by the way-
I'm in that
by the
age
way,
right
Plugs-
now. So, Allie, P Dog,
Plugs, Derek
I find you
is the host
exhausting just for the
son-in-law.
fact that I'm listening to this and you're talking so fast.
You wouldn't
Not-
be the first to
not
find
in
me
a-
exhausting.
Not in a disrespectful way.
No,
No, I
not
understand.
disrespect-
I'm not,
not
self-conscious.
But yeah, you're,
I'll slow it down.
no, it's okay. It's fine. I made it as
Are you in the South?
No. Am I in the South?
Oh no, you sound like Canadian. You sound so Minnesota or
Oh
something.
my God,
Yeah,
today
I'd say
I'm
he's from
Canadian.
Minnesota. Plugs,
Yesterday I was
say he's from
Canadian.
Minnesota.
The day before I was
Are you not?
Canadian. I think a few days
He's
ago
from-
I was.
He's from
Minnesota.
Wisconsin.
I'm from Wisconsin.
Okay, well I was close. I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
it's
but there is
still-
this Plugs. There's this guy that comes in and he's like, "Hey Jeff, say Minnesota."
Yeah.
And or he's like, "Hey Jeff, say Wisconsin." And
Yeah,
they just go,
Minnesota.
I know it.
they just go
He
back
hasn't
and
been
forth
here
on
for a
each
while.
other.
Derek, you still
Yeah,
there?
the person commenting. You're
Yeah.
right. You're right. I was going by the slowness.
Well, okay,
Sorry, go ahead.
Derek lives 25 miles away from me. Does
Okay.
his
They're related,
voice
by the
sound
way.
like mine? Derek, say Minnesota.
I don't want to.
Just do it.
Do it.
I'm,
Minnesota.
I'm gun shy.
I don't
No,
care.
your
do it.
father,
Your wife
your
is
father-in-law, your
Dance
father-in-law, your father-in-law is in charge. Do
Dance
it.
monkey.
Yeah, you're the dance monkey today. Come on.
Just say it,
Say
Derek.
Minnesota.
No.
Just say
Go
it.
up, go up to Highway 111 and get yourself a $30 of Old Milwaukee.
There you go.
Oh my
There it is.
God.
There it is.
And
Oh yeah.
There it is.
where does
Oh,
he
and
sound
you
at?
can head up to you can head up to Schwamigan and hit yourself a big 30-point buck and
Don't
know.
say, don't say.
You don't
Oh
say.
yeah. By the way, that sounds.
oh
wrong, brother.
oh excuse me.
We do say oh.
Oh
That
yeah,
shit
no
is
yeah.
funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
No, yeah, no. Yeah, we do say that.
Is that
So
what you wanted? Is
He
that what
knows
you're asking
yeah,
for?
that's what I wanted. But I wanted
I'm
you to say
satisfied with that,
Minnesota
thank you.
because there was like a few days ago, maybe last week, that somebody caught me and they're like, say Minnesota. And I said Minnesota. And they just like, yeah, I got you, I got you. Derek, I
Wait,
want you
I'm
to say Minnesota. That's all I want you to say.
Can you do a
Minnesota.
more generic American accent? Can you like make fun of it? Can you like change your accent a bit? I'm bad at
yeah,
it. I can't. But
I mean, kind of.
Plugs. Where are you
The
from?
elongated vowels
Oh,
is
West
really
Coast.
what you catch here. So it's always the nose and the O's and the bag.
Right,
It's all
right.
the elongated vowels.
Plugs.
Yes.
Where at in the West Coast, if you don't mind me asking? 'Cause I'm-
Oregon.
Oh, okay. Because I'm Arizona, so. I'm kind of
Oh,
West
nice.
Coast.
I think it's the same. It's accent wise, it's pretty much the same, right?
Yeah.
Derek, I've been asking
Just sound
say
like
Minnesota
normies.
so I don't feel alone.
I just did.
Just
Say
said
it
a
one more
minute ago.
time.
No, you should have been listening.
No, say it one more time. Come on. Come on. I'm the father-in-law now.
Minnesota.
There you go. With a D, right?
Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah, those two
So
T's.
let me.
fuck us up.
Hey, Jeff. Let me tell you what people say from, like that are not from Arizona. We have like Arizona slang. So like if I'm gonna go like, all right, I have an interview later. Like you don't say interview, you just say interview.
I mean, does
like-
anyone not say interview?
Just
Does
like-
anyone pronounce the T?
Like it's weird, or it's like we'll say things really fast and it'll kind of sound mumbly. But
Nora, where are you at?
I'm from Florida.
Oh, okay. Well, now we've got a good 360 representation here.
This is America.
Someone's scolding me. Hell yeah, it is, brother. Score! Sorry, I love my country.
Brother.
Brother,
Hell yeah, brother.
sound like a wrestler when you say that. Hulk Hogan or whatever.
I don't know. I'm
Brother.
always on the fence when people say, "Hey, you from Canada?" What the fuck? I'm like, "What? No, I'm not from Canada." What is a Canadian
Similar.
accent?
It's yours.
Stop it!
It's like yours.
Stop! I'm from Wisconsin, north central Wisconsin. My God.
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. Gotta say it
You're
right.
not even
Not
saying it right.
Wisconsin, Wisconsin.
I would say Wisconsin.
Cool.
And then
That's what we say it.
Wisconsin is my joke. Okay. Well, I feel like we're saying it a little different. Wisconsin.
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 Yeah, okay. You got a little harder A at the back there.
You got a
There's
little
not even
harder
an
A.
A in the back. It's an I.
I am drinking a hard A right now, actually, funny enough. But it's my
Oh,
first one, don't worry. I'm not
me
done
too.
yet.
Hard apple.
Hard apple, yeah.
We were talking about drinking earlier. I didn't even get to say it, but I think my go-to that I always puke from is Rumplemints. That one always gets me.
God, with the
That sounds
gold
like
shit
a
in the
college girl drink. What is that?
No, that's Goldschlager you're thinking of. Rumplemints
yeah.
is like a minty,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
I think it's
I
whiskey
mean, okay.
or schnapps maybe. I think it's a schnapps.
bottom. Now she's laughing because that's a weird word she didn't hear before. That must be a Wisconsin word. Is
Schnapps, whatever. It's
schnapps a
Polish, I
Wisconsin
think.
word or a
Schnapps.
northern word or what?
I don't know.
Because I don't hear a lot of people ever talking about like schnapps.
A boat?
I hear.
Sorry.
I didn't say
I
a
can't
boot.
stop myself
I
now.
said a boat. All
A
right.
boat.
I did
Okay,
not say a
I'm letting
boot.
it go now. I'm letting it go.
When I did
Schnapps probably is
when I
German.
did-
You're right.
when
The
I
first drink I ever had was peppermint schnapps. That's the very first time I ever drank alcohol, and that shit was
Oh,
good.
how'd that go?
That's
It was good. I got drunk.
that's pretty much what Rumplemints is.
Uh,
It's like the same exact thing. It's disgusting. I love it, but I puke every time.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess I'm too old now, so I'll just drink my beer. Here I am, and be done with it. I'm done with the whole drinking game and waking
I
up
agree.
wherever.
I just it's okay. White Claw is actually the one I've been
Oh,
so easy to drink. It's so
it tastes
easy.
like gasoline. Why?
It's just like it's just I don't know. Whatever. It tastes good.
It fucks you up pretty fast.
White Claw.
Yeah. I'm by the way, I'm 38, so I might
Okay.
just be an alcoholic. I'm
Yeah.
not like a college kid.
Well,
You could be. I don't
understand.
know.
I understand, but White Claw. That's like the newest.
It's a seltzer.
It's the newest
Yeah,
last seltzer.
I mean, it's just malt liquor, like they all are, but they do a good job
Yeah.
of making it feel light and refreshing.
I don't know. I
remember when Four Locos were the big thing.
Dude, I'm old enough that I remember fucking Mickeys and 40s. Where'd the 40s go?
we still
No
have
one does
40s here in Wisconsin.
Edward 40 hands anymore.
We got 40s here in Wisconsin at least.
Ugh.
I'm not sure where you are, but yeah, we got 40s. Actually, I stopped.
I haven't seen them.
I stopped off to get some cigarettes and I looked at what they had and I'm like, oh, I was in interest with something sweet, so I took a Wicked today, a 24 ounce, and they had 40s next to it. So yeah, they still make the 40s.
All right. Well, I'm glad they're out there rocking them for the next generation.
Well, Wisconsin is known for three things: beer, cheese, and the Packers.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh,
yeah.
you know, I have to say, we are number 2 behind you guys in cheese here in Oregon. We have Tillamook.
I don't even want to hear it.
What is that?
It's really good cheese. I don't know
Tillamook
what
ain't
to
even
tell
that
ya.
good. It's not
It's
even
pretty
that
good, I
good. It's the
think.
same. I work in a cheese factory. I've worked in 2 cheese factories. I live in
Are you
Wisconsin.
kidding me? Oh my god.
Tillamook is the same
amazing.
stuff as everything else. They don't
I
even
don't
make their
know,
own
it's pretty
cheese.
good.
Okay, I lived in Wisconsin.
They have a
for most
factory
of my
too. They
life.
have a whole
What the
thing that you go
fuck
watch them.
Is that cheese?
We go watch them make it
I never heard
It's
of
just a
that.
brand of
Tillamook.
cheese.
at the coast.
What is that
It's
cheese
in-
made of
It's in
from?
the get.
It's expensive too. It's not
What's-
cheap.
It's just normal cheese.
What's it made from?
Well,
Just
then
like
our other cheese is
Sargento.
even
Sargento
crappier. I
doesn't
don't
make
know
any
what to tell ya.
special cheese either.
What is that cheese?
I don't know.
made
Pretty
from?
good. They win awards. They win cheese awards. All right. So
It's,
just
No, they
it's
don't.
just a brand, Jeff. It's not a special cheese. It's
What?
a brand.
Well, what does it taste like? I never heard of it before until
they make all
today.
sorts of
tastes-
good cheese.
It
Tomorrow
tastes like
I'm gonna
cheese.
do a recap and say today I was 1 day old learning that Tillamook or whatever the fuck that name is was a
Look,
cheese.
you guys are just being arrogant about being number one, but it is irrefutable that Tillamook is number 2.
What is Tillamook?
This is a
What
fight
the
I'm
fuck
willing to
did you
fight
make
for.
that from?
Who else would be number 2? I'm not saying we're better than Wisconsin. I'm just saying who else is number 2?
Number
What was that,
two,
North?
I would
Phone
say
screen brightness keeps
You're
going
gonna
down. What
die
the
on
hell?
that cheese hill.
I'm gonna die on
dying
that
on
cheese
this
hill.
cheese hill. That's right.
I almost died by cheese at work one time. Not even joking.
I
130
heard the
pound block
story.
of cheese almost smoked me in the noodle.
That is horrifying.
It was pretty cool. They took me out to
Horrifying.
they took me out to lunch the next day. What are you barking at,
Oh
dog?
shit! Oh shit! Yeah.
They're like, you could have died. Here's some breakfast.
Derek,
Oh, thanks, guys.
They're not suing our ass.
my wife wants to know where our grandchildren are.
At my
Are you asking
parents.
us?
What's that?
At my parents.
Oh,
Till
at your
tomorrow.
parents. Okay. She's like, where's River and Croy? I'm like, I don't know. I'll ask. So now she's got the answer. She's happy.
I'll be right back. I gotta yell at the dog.
Yeah, that's
Cute.
fine. Yeah. What is the name of that cheese again?
All right, I'm back.
Okay, it's okay. Tillamook is a town at the Oregon coast, which is where I'm from, not Tillamook, but the Oregon coast. And it's it's a huge dairy area, dairy area.
Not dairy.
because
Dairy
because
area.
of the Oregon coast is very, for whatever reason, good for dairy cows or something. It's like very wet and lots of.
Yeah, it's like the Kobe of cheeses.
No,
don't
no,
say the
no.
Well, we
Kobe.
can't say that to
no.
Wisconsin.
Don't
people.
ever say
No,
I know.
Kobe.
Colby,
But
Colby cheese came from Colby, Wisconsin. It was made in Colby, Wisconsin. That's why it's
It's like-
made.
I'm in
that
Kobe
way-
beef, Kobe beef.
4 miles.
oh yeah, I
from
thought
me,
you meant
man.
the beef thing. Yeah, I got you, Nora. That's why I was following you. Anyway, I'm just answering the question. Tillamook is a small, shitty little town that's very wet and foggy on the Oregon coast.
That's
but-
just Oregon.
You know, I'm
Oregon.
looking at Tillamook.
There's a.
It only shows. It's showing me ice cream.
Don't tell me what to say.
It's kind of the whole coast though. Tillamook
Oh,
is like
I
there's
see
the
it.
Tillamook
I see
cheese
it.
factory, but like the whole Oregon coast is very dairy, a lot of dairy cows, a lot of dairy farms.
Yeah, my wife's work. She works at some logistics place, and they pick up cheese from there and bring it over here.
I'll
see it
recommend
now.
the
I see it.
white sharp cheddar. The white sharp cheddar is really good. It's like crumbly. It's like really fancy and good.
I don't even know if I really want to get it anymore. Turning me off from it.
I'm not being a good representative. I'm doing anti-marketing, I
Well,
guess.
Derek,
I don't care. I don't care about the cheese here. All right, I don't care. I was trying to connect
Derek, she's
with
listening to you,
Wisconsinians.
Just
We're
so you're
competitive.
aware,
We win cheese competitions.
I seen her. down
That's
there.
why we don't have any good sports teams because we don't have that. We don't have that Midwest gumption, you know.
I mean, I think I heard that Wisconsin is outlawed in drinking competitions too.
Yeah.
Like they don't let us drink with them either.
Yeah, I've
Like,
seen the
come on,
maps
guys.
of like the most alcoholic counties, and it's all
Well,
Wisconsin.
you got to go back to when the Packers played in London or England, somewhere around there. They closed down literal bars because they drank them out of beer. How weird is that? Man?
Oh boy.
We can do that. We're banned from drinking competitions. We're banned from many things that involve drinking. Weird.
Well, you're number one, you know. What do you do when you're the top? You're at the top, you know. You're the king.
You drink more.
Just drink more. Just drink.
Half the year it's covered in snow and you can't do anything besides snowmobile and ice fish, and both those things go really good with a beer.
There you go. You got to keep yourself warm. So you got brandy, you got whiskey, you got beer. There's your choice right there. It's going to keep you warm. And, you got to think in late January, early to mid-February, we're going to get that cold snap of negative 30, 40, 50 degrees with that wind chill of negative 70. We got to keep ourselves
What?
warm sometimes.
That's coming this week?
No.
No.
We're already
basic.
in. What are we in?
We're in
April
spring.
now, so we're
I'll be back in 1 minute. I have to vacuum.
all right. You gotta. Wow, I never heard anybody say. I'll be back I got to take a
I'll
break.
be
I'll
right
be
back. I
back
have to
in 1
vacuum.
minute. I got to vacuum.
I'm gonna go vacuum too. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yep. Well, whatever. I got 10 minutes left on this live, so I kind of want to do a quick recap, and maybe I'll bring up this one for the last 10 minutes. So be patient with me. So Matt, I didn't even know you dropped off. So Matt, any final words? I got 10 minutes left, man.
I was gonna say that I will be hosting a live tonight after I get my main account back. If you guys want to jump in,
All right, cool.
basically do the exact same thing that you do, where I just have people come up and talk.
Oh, you're gonna copy me now? Really?
No,
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 it's fine.
no.
I'm just giving.
It's
I'm just joking with
hey,
you.
imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. Remember that.
Yep, absolutely. So send people invites. Send me an invite. I'll probably show up sometime. I do like to see
I'll
new
I'll
lives.
send Plogs an invite if she's not vacuuming or
What
vacuuming
is
is
what does
ceiling.
Arizona make that's they're known for?
Really
Got
good
cheese in
Mexican,
here.
really good Mexican food.
Isn't there like deserts there?
Yeah, yeah.
You got
Yeah, man.
cactus?
Yeah, we got saguaros. Look it up. Saguaro.
I heard it's
They,
like illegal to cut those down.
it is. It's a felony. It's
Why?
because they're sacred. They've been here for millions of years. People, that's our staple.
Can't you just grow another one?
No, you know how long it takes to grow those? A long ass
No.
time.
I'm curious now.
I don't know, Derek. I just live here, bro.
Is it,
All
is
right,
it
I
like
just live here.
asparagus? Where you gotta wait like 2 years before you can even harvest from it?
Derek wants an
Yeah,
Arizona history lesson.
Anyway,
yeah.
guys, I got to drop you all down. I got 9 minutes left. We got to recap a little bit, and I thank you guys for coming up here. It was a better night than last night. Nora, you've been really quiet, but you
Yes.
probably can agree, right?
It was actually real chill,
It's nice. We had a good conversation. So thank you guys for coming up, and
All
be
right.
sure to
Have a
come
good
back
night,
up.
Jeff.
And Matthew, I wish you luck on your new live, and don't get discouraged. There's going to be a slow time. Work through it. You'll be fine. And thank you guys once again. It was nice to hear just honest conversations. And tomorrow I'll be here. What is tomorrow? Friday? 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock tomorrow night. We'll be up here till about 1 a.m. So it's a little bit longer. We're gonna get probably a room full of colorful subjects.
Yay!
But
No, I'm
yeah,
just playing. All right. Have a good
come on
night,
back.
Jeff.
But I'm gonna end the live now, and I thank you guys. Take care for the night, and be safe. I'll see you tomorrow.